Hey everybody, welcome to the Race Shop here in Mentor, Ohio. We got a great show for you tonight. We're going to welcome back, first of all, thank God it's summer and it stopped raining for 5 freaking minutes. So I want to welcome back one of our, so everybody knows Nash. He was on the show a couple weeks ago, well, maybe a month ago, right? Something like that. Nash is a sprint car driver. Tanner says he's not. I don't know. I've never seen him race a sprint car. So Tanner said, I don't know if we'll call him a sprint car driver. He owns a sprint car, but I don't know about the driving part. So they've already been starting fights in here. So, but Nash Gerke, welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing really good. And Jason?
No. Jason, no.
Say your last name so people don't say we're saying Jason, no, don't talk.
Jason, no.
How do you spell it?
N-O-E.
If you would have said N-O, I swear to God. And Tanner, how are you doing, man?
Good, you?
I'm not too bad. Welcome.
His name is Tanner Tecco.
Oh my God. The producer's going to get fired here. So we do have a great show for you guys tonight. We're going to talk a lot of dirt racing from 7 to 8. We're going to get to know these guys. These young guns, man, this is the future of racing right here. So a lot of people go, where is the future of racing going? Well, it's sitting right here. So, Jason, you race at Raceway 7.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like it?
It's a fun track. It's really fast and the straightaways are really long. And it has like the nice tight corners like how I like it usually.
And where do you race mainly?
Attica, Wayne County.
Dude, you race at Attica?
Yeah.
Do you really? 410 sprint?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got to let me hot lap that thing. I'm only kidding. You don't want me hot lapping that car. There won't be nothing left of it. And Nash, you went to, you got your engine back finally.
Finally.
How'd everything go for you?
Everything's running smooth right now. 2 weekends in, and car's running good. I'm just making laps. So.
How'd you do opening night with your opening night when you got out there?
Opening night, I was happy with myself. We had a lot of adjustments that we needed to do.
Yeah.
In the final, in the B main, I got cut, but
she's trying to block you out. You see that, right?
No, I'm not trying. I need you guys this more like in the middle.
It's gonna block our faces.
I see Tanner.
We got it.
All right, you guys just continue to talk. I'll adjust the mics.
Are you, Tanner? You got a girlfriend?
No, I do not.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend
I
still?
have a girlfriend still.
You see what your futures hold, right? You cannot do anything. This is your future 20 years from now. You guys are going to be sitting with your girls and go, Jerry was right, man. I can't do anything. And you're going to storm out of your apartment with your girlfriend and get in a big fight. But
Tanner avoids the track girls. I don't know why. He avoids them.
Hey, we're here to race.
See that there's the mindset.
It's a great mindset, but go get your payout. And
see, I think Nash's girlfriend told him what to say tonight because this ain't the Nash. This ain't the Nash that I had on a couple of weeks ago. The Nash a couple of weeks ago, I run my house. I'm the boss with my girlfriend.
Okay.
So you go out to Fremont for your first time with the car.
Yep.
And everything seemed pretty good.
Everything was good. I got cut, but in the B main, just a couple adjustments we should have made that could have helped me. But I was just making laps for myself, getting myself better, getting my team better.
How healthy is the motor?
As healthy as it can be. Tri-City really junked the motor. There's a lot of dirt and crevices in the motor that I'm trying to get at. I can't, but motor's running good.
How was the track? How was Fremont?
Fremont. I say it was pretty.
Oh, it was tacked up.
Yeah, it was. It was tacked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And a nice curb.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Right.
So do you race the same night he did?
Yeah, we were actually pitted next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. You get to hang out with your buddy.
Yep.
Do you say to him, man, is it the pedal on the right? Do you mess with him at all? Or are you guys straight business when you get there?
No, I'm pretty straight business.
Yes. Straight business.
So you guys don't race together, right?
We do.
Yeah.
I thought you were 305. You're a 410? Oh, shit. I thought it was a 305, man. I'm like, why are you so slow with your 305? Man? No, I'm kidding. So how is it to race with your buddy?
No, it's good. It's fun.
Do you guys talk about strategy or anything during the week or no?
No, not really.
No.
Just kind of show up and.
Yeah. What's up, man?
You know what he's saying right now, right? I ain't scared of him, man.
He's not.
He said, I ain't scared of Nash. Move out the way. Do you like beep at him once to get him out of the way?
No, but every time he just went by me, I slammed the gas a little harder.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's running pretty good right now.
So you grew up where?
Thompson Carter.
Thompson. Where did you grow up at?
Well, I started at Barberton on their little circle oval track.
So you were racing karts there?
So I was racing go-karts in the infield, and then I went to Thompson.
Did you run a legend car or anything like that?
I ran a Kenyon Midget.
Did you?
For
How'd
2
you like
years.
that?
That was awesome.
Did
Ran
you?
on dirt and asphalt. So it was all
Where'd you
cool.
grow up at?
I grew up in Medina, Ohio.
Medina. Man, I'm in Medina every morning at 5 a.m. right now doing a job. I don't know how in the hell you people do it, man. So we get off at 18. Is that where you get off to go home?
I'm literally like 2 minutes from 18.
So we get off at 18. We make a right. We go down about 2 miles. There's a big, huge apartment complex on the left.
Mm-hmm.
You freaking rich people, man.
I was talking about.
You got gated communities and everything over there.
So
We don't have that
that's
doing
certain
No,
that.
parts.
absolutely not.
See, none of us
I'm-
poor people.
I'm more out in the rural area.
Are you?
Like or the Cleveland Browns, like they live on.
Yeah.
I'm more towards Litchfield.
Oh, are you really? Oh, you're where the mansions are at. You're not even where the apartments are at. You're out where the rich mansions are at.
That's what it's at. There's a couple rich mansions over there.
So did you grow up on a farm or anything?
No, just a little ranch house.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, where did you grow up at?
I live in Madison, Ohio.
Is that where you grew up?
Mhm.
Did you go to Madison schools and everything, or
I go to Perry.
do you really? Another freaking rich kid. No, I'm so kidding. I'm so
Don't we have
kidding.
any racers at Paynesville that go to Perry?
Yeah, we do have a few that go to Perry.
And we have a friend that's a teacher at Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. you might-
She's a chemistry teacher.
So do you know? Did you take
No.
chemistry?
I did take chemistry, yeah.
So did you know Miss Markowitz?
No, but my chemistry class is right next to hers.
You know what we're talking about.
Who?
Izzy, the bartender.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He works with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a small world here.
So I'm going to take this with you guys. So what everybody who's watching, the reason why Nash is next to me, Nash is in the future is going to start his own dirt racing podcast. So we told Nash to come in. I could try to teach him a little bit and get the hang of it, but he's already good at it. But let's try to teach him a little bit how to get things going and flowing. So when did you first start getting into racing?
I bought a go-kart at the end of 2016, and I started practicing in that. And then beginning of 2017 is when I officially started racing at Thompson.
Did one of your parents get you involved, or is this something you wanted to do?
So I had a grandfather who was really big into racing, and we used to go down to the World, the Dream. We went down to both every single year since I was like 4 until I was like 7 or 8. And then by then I really wanted to start getting into racing. And then we bought a go-kart and we started, and that's how it kind of.
Did you
all
watch
started.
NASCAR or anything on TV? Did you watch any of that?
I was never a big NASCAR kid. I always watched the dirt. I always
Yeah.
had Flow Racing on, watching dirt racing.
That's pretty cool. You know, a lot of people, and Tanner, you understand this a little bit, especially racing 410s the way you do. Dirt right now is actually outdoing pavement racing. If you look at dirt tracks, they're so packed compared to asphalt racing. And we have a friend of ours, Jeremy Holbrook, who races modifieds at, I don't know if you know Jeremy or not.
I bought a motor off of him.
Did you really? And he's such a great guy. And if you ever want to learn something, it's Jeremy is that guy. And he helps everybody. He's not just a guy that'll go, he'll tell you something just to get rid of you. He's not that guy. If you call Jeremy, if you need something or need help, he is that guy. Because Jeremy not only raced dirt, he was pretty dominant on asphalt too with late models and stuff.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
He is the real deal. And he's so calm and collective. Like, you would never guess this guy raced the way he races. But it's that as we get to the track, we all become a different beast.
Mm-hmm.
When we pull in that gate, we're not the same people.
Put that helmet on.
Yeah, it's a. So, what made you decide it though? What, as a kid, what made you go? So, did you go to your grandfather and say, "I want a go-kart," or is it something you just said, "I'm doing this"?
It was more so me and my father. We were kind of like, him and my grandfather were bouncing heads back and forth, and I really wanted to do it. I brought it up a couple times. I went to Thompson a few times to watch, kind of see what we were getting into.
The karting.
And then we bought a cart at the end of 2016 off of a good buddy of ours, Cody.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was kind of special to me
Yeah.
because I still have a ton of photos hanging up in our shop of it. It was a really special moment.
How long did you have any wins in your first season at all with the karting?
I had about 5 or 6. It was always every weekend me or Joshua Way. We
Okay.
were both in kid karts at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
We both raced each other, and then my twin sister won a few races as well. So it was like give or take.
Was that when I was like a class above? When you were
Yeah.
Okay,
That was your first year in a junior sportsman.
I got you.
So your first win, tell us, we always remember our first win. What was going through your head at that time? You know, you got your first win. You're looking over to the right. I know all the fans are yelling and screaming and all that stuff, but what did you think? Your first win, though, how soon did it come also?
I believe so. It was my third race. It was either my third or fourth race. It was like a really exciting moment for me because at Thompson at the time, they laid out like a bunch of trophies for the kid kart racers to pick out, and it like went in order from first to like fifth or sixth, how many karts were there.
Yeah.
And for the first time I got to pick out the trophy I actually won. That's like the main thing I remember because I was so young, but that was like a really special moment to me.
How about when you got to the back? I can't remember with the karting there. Did your parents come out on the track when you win? Was it like that back then, or you had to drive to the back, wasn't it?
No, see, for a kart, your flag at the flag stand that you drive around, and then you'd stand on the podium and
Okay.
you like get photos with everybody around there.
So how was that moment with your dad?
It was special.
Pretty cool. Do you guys have that? Is that a photo you guys have?
Somehow not. We have a lot of us when we first
Yeah.
bought the car, when we were like first going out for testing, photos of him on the track coaching us, me and my twin sister at the time when she raced. And yeah, it was kind of just.
So as a kid, did you play PlayStation or Xbox racing at all? Any iRacing or anything?
I didn't get into iRacing until I was about like 10-ish, but at the time I had an older.
He's like, that was last year.
No, I was reading the comments. I was laughing at.
Ask Tanner if he wrote that down.
I had like
All right, Chop.
I had a smaller Xbox at the time, like an older one, and I
Yeah.
used to play NASCAR E3 on it with a controller. And that was kind of all I had at the time. That was all I really played.
Yeah,
I was more into Minecraft at the age.
were you? But you know that everybody was. You know, at that
Yeah.
age, that's what they are. So a couple fun questions we want to ask, and Nash, you can speak up anytime you have a question.
Yeah. I'm here.
You don't have to be
Go ahead.
nervous, man. It's your boy. You don't have
This
to.
is your podcast, man.
So as a kid, what would be something fun you would like to do besides racing?
As a kid, I used to be really big into soccer. I used to play a ton, and then I used to play for 2 school teams too. And then I would also,
As tall as you are, you never played basketball or anything?
I never played I played basketball once. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
That was never for me. But I also play a lot of golf. I still play a lot of golf.
Yeah.
But I used to play a lot as well. And then I usually work on the race cars a ton as well. That's one of the main things.
Well, just so you know, a lot of billion-dollar business deals happen on a golf course. You talk to a lot of executives, their deals were done on a golf course. So keep playing golf, man, because that day's going to come for you.
Maybe I need to pick that up.
Just start playing, just start playing putt or something and work your way up.
We'll start there. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk business on a putt-putt.
Just tell the
golf
guy,
course.
like, AFCO Coil Springs or something, hey, just meet me at the putt-putt place.
Yeah.
What
We'll talk
is-
over.
Yeah. So as a kid, what was your favorite cereal?
Favorite cereal? I've always been a Fruity Pebbles kind of guy.
That's pretty cool. Now this next question I'm going to ask you is very crucial because when I asked Nash, I think he said some off the wall stuff, man. So I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite Pop-Tart?
Oh yeah.
And if you say brown maple sugar, you're out of here, dude. Your interview's done.
You can't pressure him and say
Yeah,
like, maybe it is his favorite. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't eat Pop-Tarts.
Oh.
Oh come.
Wow.
I haven't eaten a Pop-Tart in probably 5 years.
Well,
So he was like 5? No, just kidding.
No, it's 10.
I'm kidding.
I was 5, I ate my last Pop-Tart.
You gotta keep in mind, that was a third of my life ago.
What's your
Oh my
favorite candy
God.
that you?
Favorite candy? I'm gonna go Sour Patch Kids right now.
So all of us as drivers, we have our own little quirks that we do. We all have them. What is something that you believe is superstitious or quirky that nobody knows you do, but they're going to know now? So what is something you do before you get in that car or before you leave the house that's quirky?
It's always at least 1 or 2 classes before mine. I'll walk back and forth from the stands. I've counted it like 10 times before, just straight pacing, just back and forth.
You just get nervous and just
Yeah.
start pacing? I
I
get
just get
it.
sick to my stomach.
I get it.
It's just one of those things where like when tracks go on like a track prep, or like on a break for stands for the fans or something like that. Like drivers just want to go. We need to get the show on the road. Like, you know what I mean? So I get what he's saying.
Have you ever during a race felt like you're getting sick or anything like that?
Staging.
Yeah.
Always during staging.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll tell you a little story. Matt Crafton, who raced 88 truck for Thor Sports, Memphis, many, many years ago. We went down there. We helped a little bit. Actually, that day I burned all my fingertips off on his rim.
Because you
Okay.
touched a tire without gloves.
They needed me to grab the front tire and pull it off and put it over the wall. Well, my dumb ass forgot to put the gloves on and
You
grabbed the
grabbed his hot tire?
and burned all my fingertips
Oh.
off. They're all gone.
Oh,
There's nothing
nice.
there. But Matt, during that race, got sick.
Because it was so
It
hot.
was so hot. He was
Wow.
dehydrated. So not trying to be graphic because there's probably people eating at home. But after he got sick again. Why? Because it was in his helmet. And you keep,
You just say,
yeah, it's over and over
It's
again.
there.
So it's just not you. A lot of drivers, they act tough, but all of them get those butterflies. And if they tell you they don't, they're lying. I don't believe anybody. Even
That's not a true racer.
and even I asked this probably a year ago, and Lauren might be able to correct me. I asked Josh Way. I'm like, because he wins a lot of races. I'm like, man, you ever get sick or anything? I don't get sick. I go out there and kick their ass. I don't want to hear it because I've been around it so long. I believe he does. He just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
And he'll probably call me out, but I'm telling you, I believe it. Everybody does. Everybody does. So do you have a girlfriend? So you're in high school, right?
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend.
What does she think about your racing?
She thinks it's cool. She has some questions here and there. You can tell she's pretty interested and wants to come see it sometime this year.
That's the best part. You need someone to go there with you. That's why Tanner's still single. He asked him, do you like racing? What's racing? I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it. So how are you in school with your grades and everything?
I, at the moment, have straight A's. Well, I did have straight A's before school ended. I take some college classes, and then I start EMT and paramedic school next year.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's pretty. And listen, that's a great profession. We all want to be race car drivers. We all want to spend the rest of our lives racing cars and chasing that dream. But the reality of it is, what are we going to do? Because someday you're going to say enough's enough, and you're going to meet, unless you're with her, you're going to meet the girl of your dreams. You're going to start a family. You're going to do all that stuff. And you're going to need the paramedic and EMT stuff. You're going to need that. So always fall back. And football players, how many times have you seen an NFL player lost everything, didn't have nothing to fall back on, and they spent millions of dollars?
Too many times.
We don't want to be those people, so you're already staying focused. Should we get to know Tanner a little bit or just skip over him?
Just skip over.
Just
Yeah.
skip over him.
Let's go straight to Nash, yeah.
So where'd you say you grew up at?
Medina.
So
He just said
I know.
Medina. Like,
So what made you decide to get into racing?
Well, my grandpa owned a kart shop called Chuck's Custom Carts or whatever, and he sewed coyotes. So he bought me a little kid cart,
Yeah.
but I wasn't big enough to hold the helmet up. So my parents just waited a little bit until I was like 7. But he passed away before that, so I hopped in.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I hopped in when I was 7, and Barberton ran 2 heat races and 2 features. I won the last feature.
Wow.
Mhm.
So how long were you racing before you won your first race?
Won my first race that night.
You won your
Oh.
first race out?
dang.
That last feature I won.
Set the standards high.
And then I lost the championship that year by like 5 points.
Did you really?
Oh,
How cool was that though to go out your first time and how old were you?
7.
So at 7 years
I
old.
vividly.
Yeah, but at 7 years old, you win your first race going out. I mean, you
Yeah.
walk around the pits going, yeah, I'm not signing autographs tonight. No, don't talk to me right now. I'm working on deals with Hendrick. But as a 7-year-old, you stayed focused. And a lot of people, this is what a lot of people that don't race or have kids that race don't understand. You guys, you young kids, you guys stay so focused. It's not like it was. I'll tell you how it was when we raced. We knocked the glass out of the car. We drank a couple beers when we were racing. It's so different now. You guys are so focused on success, and winning is so important for you guys because you have to win to get to the next one.
Oh yeah.
The money has to be a part of it. And not everybody, and not making a joke or nothing, but sometimes it takes guys years to get their first win. Not trying to be funny, but and you're modifying. We'll get to that, but have you won in a modified yet?
I have not
It's
yet.
been close.
And it's going to get there, but a lot of people never see that. We race with people that we've raced with for 10, 20 years that never see victory lane. Your generation are so focused on it with iRacing and all that testing and everything else. You, with your going out in your first race, well, you did too, right? No, it was your third race, you said.
Yeah.
Your first race, man, honestly, it's got to make you feel pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So who was there with you when that happened?
Mom, dad, family, bunch of family.
So how that all, when you come in, how was that?
I mean, it was pretty cool. My mom had to leave a little bit early, but
Your mom she missed your first win?
well, my sister was being fussy, so like, she was just born
okay.
like not too long ago, so it was like whole thing.
Is your mom watching right now?
Probably.
She's probably right now going, I can't believe he just threw me
Yeah.
under the bus.
Throw him under the bus. I throw my dad under the bus too.
So,
He cost me the championship by not tightening the chain.
let's talk about that then.
And then I was bridesmaids all the way until 2019.
So from that point
Multiple
where
times.
you won that race, did you win a lot after that?
I won quite a few. I won the majority of the ones, but we started the season late,
Okay.
and that set us behind. But
So when did you start running for a championship?
I mean, we just kind of went track to track.
Did you?
I mean, we mainly raced at Barberton, and then when we went to Thompson, and we raced a couple years at Thompson. But
So-
yeah, we just raced at one track for like multiple years. Just bring snacks out.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle of the interview,
Just
she brings in
send
snacks.
snacks out. I
We're
like
like
it.
in a serious moment here, and she's like, snacks?
Snacks?
With the
Candy?
checkered flag bowl
Candy?
given to us by the Weber
It's a
family.
checker flag.
Yes.
With you, with all your racing on asphalt, how come you didn't stay with asphalt? You just had this desire to race dirt?
Well, we were looking around because I was getting to the age of like, all right, we should probably like move out. So we're going the road course route, and want to go race Indy 500,
Yeah, yeah.
that kind of stuff. So I go and I'm looking around, and there's F2000s at Mid Ohio. So we go and look and see how much a ride is, or
Yeah,
how
yeah.
much a seat is, or how much a weekend is.
Yeah.
We're looking at costs, and then you start looking at how many fans are there, how many people are looking at you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went and got SCCA certified and everything. And
You see that, everybody? This young kid was thinking about that stuff with his family before they went and did it. Or most NASCAR young kids, Dad, I need the checkbook. I want to go
yeah,
race.
we didn't have all that money.
Yeah, you
so
guys
we were,
couldn't do
we
it.
were we were like, all right, what do
It's
we
pretty
need?
level-headed.
What do we need to come up with to
Yeah.
do this? We're looking at the cost.
So you were looking to do like an NXT IndyCar, or
like F1600 stuff, Formula
Okay.
Fords to start
Okay.
out in.
man, what
so-
did that cost? Do you remember the cost at all?
I don't remember.
Was it pretty
It was pretty stout for a weekend.
okay?
I think it was like close to 10 for like a weekend. But they raced
Wow.
like 3 times. Like they raced Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
races. But at the end of the weekend, man, you're like, okay. And then you do that so many weekends.
So you'll
a year.
know at the end of it, hey, I should keep pursuing this.
Yeah.
Or a lot of families would go, nah, this ain't for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of my buddies, Arrington Hawk, he was running on a team, an F1600 team. So we got in contact with them. They were at Mid Ohio. So we went and watched them race, and we were talking with them. And then the dude ended up selling all the stuff and buying the Kenyon Midget Series off of Mel and Don.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, midgets. They run on dirt and asphalt in the same series. Well, I'm like, okay, I've already done road course racing. Let's go see what dirt and circles run. So I grew up watching Wayne County Speedway.
Yeah.
My great-grandpa used to work Wayne County Speedway back in the 80s and 90s.
See, that's pretty cool.
So my dad used to work sand truck there and was there
Yeah.
every Sunday. So we went over to Indiana, raced for 2 years in there, and liked dirt more. Then we're like, looked for a sprint car, found a sprint car, and bought it
So-
and went racing.
With him, he wanted to do a modified. Did you ever think about a modified at all?
No.
Or you just
Open
you're-
wheel.
Really?
Open wheel.
I'm open wheel.
Part
Did
of
you
it.
ever
Part of it, right?
do you ever think about a sprint car, or no, you just have more fun on a modified?
I did, but I was always more interested in like full size cars.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I liked watching the sprint cars, but I always found like late models, modifieds more appealing.
yeah. You know, in Fremont, I'm assuming you do Fremont and Attica quite a bit. Well, I know for Attica for sure, but Fremont,
Yeah, we go Fremont every now and then. Yeah.
Fremont's fast, man.
For
I know-
small,
I
for
know
as small as it is, it
Yeah.
is.
It's my gosh, yeah.
Hammer down.
I took an asphalt sprint car to Fremont switched over a couple of things, and
Mhm.
I thought I was gonna be a bad dude. That green come out, I thought my car shut off. I'm like, you guys just took off. Like it, I went down the backstretch, and I was like, there's no way
Mhm.
I'm making through that corner the way these guys are.
Yep.
So between the shocks and the tires, man, what does a sprint car's shock cost? A setup of shocks cost you guys?
A brand new one, probably like, I don't know. I think it's like
It's
1200.
What'd you do to me, Nash?
Yeah, come on,
Only
man.
following Nash.
I think it's like $1,200 for a new set of FKs, but I'm not real sure on that.
Okay,
So
it's all right. Nash stole my camera. You see that, right?
Turn the whole
Yeah.
thing.
There you go. Thanks, Nash.
But now Nash is
Serious?
off this.
I'll get
Nash
him.
is off
I'll
the
get
view.
him.
when we just back it up a little.
Right there. Don't move.
So, like you said, like $1,200 for four.
I think so. Yeah.
What is a shock setup for you guys?
It's gotta be close to the same, right?
Around 1,200.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm sure you got the same shocks they
I
do.
do have the same shot.
I was waiting for him to go. Ours are like 3,600 for four. Cheating son of a gun. Do you have? Now it's following me. Do you have any desire at all to race pavement or no?
Well, I would like to hop in an asphalt sprint car.
Yeah.
The little 500. So the midgets, we were like the underclass for the little 500. So when they went to like Anderson, we would be there with them. We went to the rain that one year. We were there underclass.
Yeah.
So we traveled with those guys a lot. So we got to be around Cody Swanson and all those guys. So
And those guys, I got to tell you, I got to race with Cody years ago, and they're so nice. They're so professional.
mhm.
But a friend of ours, a friend of the show, he's probably watching right now, Josh Poor. He raced first time this year in a little 500.
Yep.
And got caught up in some stuff, man. But he said he absolutely loved it. And he's pretty dominant in a stock car.
Yeah.
He's pretty good there at Anderson. Anderson's his home track, isn't it?
Yes, he races modifieds.
Modifies his stock cars
I
there.
think he
So
wasn't he a track champion there last year?
I don't know.
That place is so much fun.
I'd love to go there and race because of the banking.
It is so much fun. That bump in turn 3 will get you though.
So did you race a midget there?
Yeah.
Did you? So tell us about it.
Oh, it was awesome. We're only 1 second off the sprint cars there.
Wow.
So
Is it pretty much wide open?
for us, yes.
Is it really?
For those guys, it's probably like a quarter, 3
So
quarters.
just a little bit of brake going in the corner, or do you?
Sometimes you even just let off a little and just kind of let it set in. And
Yeah.
You're like, you don't come all the way out of the gas, but like come to
Wow.
a quarter throttle and you're like back slamming back down.
Man, so what is your ultimate goal? Where do you want to get? Where do you want to be someday?
I just want to race for 11.
That's it.
If I can make money racing and just go travel the country.
You know,
racing.
because you normally ask guys that and they go, "I want to make it to the Cup. I want to know
Yeah.
NASCAR." You know
I just
what I mean?
want to race for 11.
That's awesome. I think you can with the All Stars and all them, can't you?
You can race. That's more regional now.
Is
It
it?
used to be so when the High Limit bought the All Stars off Tony Stewart, it like went away, and
Okay.
now it's coming back. So it's more regional. It's more Ohio based.
Okay.
So I mean, you could do it, but it's more like a working man series.
What is your ultimate goal?
I actually have to make a correction. My dad just texted me a brand new set of shocks for us is 2,500.
Jeez.
I was thinking rebuild for 1,200.
I
Oh.
get it.
I'm pretty sure.
That might, yeah.
that might-
Yeah.
I think I was thinking rebuild because that's the bill I had. Yeah.
Wow. I love it that
That's
Dad
pretty
had to
close.
text you and say, "What do you think? We're
Yeah.
cheap asses here? No, we got the best of the best."
I was like, I could probably look it up. What the new set FK's cost.
Dad was sitting in the recliner and said, "This kid of mine."
It's probably close to that actually.
Yeah, it's probably really close.
I think the last set I bought, they were used were $1,200. So probably a new set is 22 or $2,400.
Wow. Man, you better not piss him off, man. I'm telling you, the top. I mean, how many guys in your class you think? Let's be realistic. There's not a lot of guys in your class probably have $2,500 worth of shocks.
No.
And I'm not being mean. I'm just that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
You know, so with you guys, can you guys run any shock you want on those cars on your sprints? You and Nash?
Basically,
Yeah.
Can you?
yeah. Some people still run the old slate shocks and everything. So
We've thought about it, but we have the good shocks, so we're gonna
Yeah.
stick with those. But like we're learning the shocks as we go.
Yeah.
But we have those old shocks in the shop.
So let me ask. I'm going to ask Tanner and you.
Yeah.
Serious question, and I want a serious answer, Tanner. Don't. I know he's going to be politically correct, but let me say this: 50,000 on the line,
hmm
white flags out. You two are side by side. Going down the backstretch, he gets in front of you going into 3. What do you do? Be honest.
if I have a run
Okay.
out of 2, if I get a good run out of 2, and I know I can throw a slider, I would.
Okay.
But if I know I don't have a run and we are side by side pretty even, I'm gonna stuff it to the bottom. I might crowd him a bit, but I'm not gonna put a right rear to him.
Okay, you answer it.
I sense bluffing. 50 grand on the line, Tanner. I sense bluffing. But
So what would you do in that situation?
I don't even know. I got 50 grand on the line. So if I see a curb and I'm on the
Do you want him to
outside,
go over there?
Yep.
Hold on, before you
Can
answer,
you
go
guys,
sit
can
over
you
there.
guys scooch just a little bit closer? We'll put you on because that camera wants to follow.
Jerry.
I'll see when you get back.
I'm putting you at the end, that way you can ask
Okay.
questions. So
All
go
right,
ahead.
all right.
Give me 1 second. I got your turn.
All these high-tech cameras now follow you, but they do it when they want. They don't.
Like I said, it was working great.
Yeah, it doesn't do it when it's
All right.
supposed to. It just
Move it.
wakes up.
Yeah, move it closer to you.
Questions right there.
All right, let me get
So
you
if
guys.
you're on the inside, and I'm on the outside,
Going down
I'm
that
on the
back
inside?
stretch.
you're on the inside. What would you do in that situation?
Like you said, I'm gonna.
Pull that mic to you.
You gonna run right over me?
Pull that mic away from me,
I'll
Jerry.
fight you in the
Oh,
pit.
what?
No, you're good.
I'm good?
Yeah, you're good.
Going down the back stretch, 50 grand. He's in front of you. I mean, right in front of
I'm gonna give my car all I got. I'm gonna send it in there, or do like a half slide job. Half slide jobs do work sometimes.
Oh, that's what I meant by crowd you.
Right, like
I'm gonna
you
crowd
send
you.
it in the corner, but you don't go all the way up.
Yeah,
You trick the guy, or once you do that, you dime in the corner, just literally anything. Like
Yeah.
that. You just
so
have to
let's
you
say
just have to
you're
predict
in a
it.
sprint car. And I'm not telling your dad to go get you a sprint car. I'm not saying that. You're in a sprint car. Your two buddies are in front of you. You're going down the back stretch. 50 grand on the line. One or the other, they're both blocking you for the win.
Jason, slide or die, baby.
What do you do?
Slide or die.
You know your dad's right now. Take him out.
Put the bumper to him.
Take him out, son. Take him out. At
I'm doing
50
everything
grand.
I can. I'll do
Yeah.
anything I can. Just not take you out.
Mm,
I won't take you out.
I noticed
'Cause then
that you
I'll
said
risk
that to him,
myself.
but you didn't say it to
I'll
Tanner.
take you out. I don't know you as well.
I'll fight you in the pit. It's okay. I'll see you in your trailer.
Tanner's like, this guy's taking me out, man.
well, all seriousness, like we're racing buddies, but off the track, helmets off. These are my guys. Love these guys to death.
Yeah,
On the racetrack, helmet on. I don't know who they are.
yeah.
50 grand, that money's gonna be mine.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna do everything I possibly can.
So, what was your favorite cereal as a kid?
I was a Reese Puffs kind of guy.
A what?
Reese Puffs. You ever had Reese Puffs?
Reese cup.
I didn't know.
I'm kidding.
I thought they stopped selling those like 40 years ago. You're still eating Reese Puffs?
Yeah. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in years.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. How about your favorite Pop Tart?
It's gonna be the one you don't like.
Oh, come on,
Come on.
Tanner. There's no.
But
you know, there's like
but I
11
haven't had
Pop
those.
Tarts.
Yeah, I haven't had those in a while too either.
So, what's your quirk? What's your superstition or quirk?
Dude, I'm a finagler with the steering wheel. Like it has to be. It can't be one spline off. It has to be straight.
You have to get it on
If
there
it's a
straight.
spline off, it's all off.
Before the race, what do you drink? Water or pop?
Water.
How about you?
Water.
That's why for Nash to go whiskey. I
Sometimes,
could take him out for 50 grand.
sometimes I go Powerade.
Dude, really?
Powerade.
Power and Gatorade is pretty good.
Powerade and Gatorade are two really good ones before.
So you don't have an actual superstition. So in stock car racing, usually it's no green on the car. It's very.
Oh, yeah.
You-
No, so we had a yellow car, and it was all right, but I'm not a real big fan of yellow.
Do you have any like? I forgot what NASCAR driver was. He would not change his socks. He wore the same exact socks
Oh,
every
no.
Sunday. Said nothing. Nash is getting ready to say, I don't change my socks. But
All I
did
know,
you-
all I know is like how I put all my stuff on.
yeah.
It's very particular. Like shoes, left foot first, glove, left foot, left hand first. Like everything's in an order.
So starting with you, in the sprint cars, who's been your toughest competitor so far? Who's been pretty tough?
Well, I'm gonna admit it right now. I'm a back marker.
Well, you're gonna get there.
and I'm fine with that. Like I'm making laps and I'm getting better as the weekend goes. But
Is there someone you look at in front of you and go, man, I got to get around this guy?
Tanner, I'm being honest.
Really?
It started kind of towards the end of the season last year, and at Fremont, in qualifying felt pretty good at Fremont.
Yeah.
I thought I had a good time, and then Tanner outqualifies me by like 0.5.
Oh,
and
man.
then so I'd probably say Tanner.
Tanner, did you rub it in?
No.
You didn't? You don't walk up and say, oh,
No,
man,
no,
you missed
no.
it by that much. How about you? Who's your
His name is Jacob Euchre. But he's almost like one of my mentors in the class too. Like I look up to him, how he responds in the car, how smooth he is. The way he composes himself is like mind blowing to me. Like I walked over his trailer after they trashed a car one night, and the dad and the son are perfectly fine, just emotionless. Like they control their emotions so well.
You know, that's not realistic though, man. That's a lot of dads. If your dad's not screaming or upset, that's the way a dad should be. If he's calm in that, Dad, I'm gonna take a bus home or something. When your dad is that calm,
It's a little eerie.
yeah, you're like, man, is he gonna kill me on the way home or something? So, is he someone that's who you try to beat when you go there on Friday night?
When I go to Raceway 7 on a Friday night, like that's who I want to beat. Like because he wins. Last year he won every single race there besides one.
Wow.
Like he's really good there.
Yeah.
This year the track's changed, like that could change, but there's no doubt about it. He's still gonna be really good there. Like if I beat him, that's a really good night.
Wow, that's pretty cool. How about you, Tanner? Who is?
I'd say Wayne County, it's probably Tyler Street or
How about
probably Tyler
Attica?
Street. Attica, anyone that's in front of me.
You don't have someone that you look and go like Cap
No.
Henry and other.
I mean, you want to chase Cap in like qualifying and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Chris Andrews, like those guys. Like you want to
Yeah.
be.
Hey, he ran an outlaw show and out-qualified Donnie Shots. I give him
You did?
Yeah.
Out-qualified
Wow.
Yeah.
How the hell that happened?
Walk out
Did
gas.
you know it? Did you feel like the car was that good, or
I felt like we turned. Well, I mean, that night we turned our fastest lap in Attica, and then this year we turned a faster lap in first night out. So
see,
like just figuring stuff out.
it's interesting with dirt, like, and I'll start with you. On asphalt, we know, like, I'll go, man, that was a bad time. I just sucked. Then I go in and I'm the fastest qualifier because it felt like it was the slowest that it's been. Is that like that with you guys on dirt, or you know, hey, I seem pretty slow, but you went fast?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
really?
That's happened to me so many times.
You thought you're like,
Or-
oh man.
Like there was a time, like first night out at Attica, where I lifted coming out of 3 and in the 4 because I was getting a little tight, so I lifted and then got right back on the gas. I'm like, oh, that's probably just stuffed that lap. It was faster lap than
What's your favorite track, Tanner?
probably Wayne County.
Wayne County.
It's so sketchy.
Is
it's
it?
so fun.
How about you?
Right up
Because
against
have you only raced Raceway 7?
No, I've raced quite a few dirt tracks. My favorite is Marion Center.
Have you been over to Sharon?
I have been to Sharon.
Did you like it or no?
No,
You didn't like it.
probably one of my least favorite tracks.
How about
honestly.
you, Nash?
If we're talking sprint cars, right now we tried Tri-City last weekend. I'd say Tri-City or Lernerville actually, probably Lernerville. But if we're gonna go like all around dirt tracks, I'd go Marion Center.
So, out of those 3 tracks, if you could win a big race at one of those tracks, which of those tracks would you want to be the winner at?
Well,
Even though you like
if-
Wayne County,
If
but
we're talking if we're talking like it's a big race, the Brad Doty Classic's a big race.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Outlaws. If we can win one of those, that's a bucket list for any sprint car driver to win.
how about you?
In a modified?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. We have a pretty big race at Erie's coming up this year. I believe it's like 1,500 to win. That'd be pretty cool to win. But we don't really have like a really big show in my class this year. It's kind of like a lot of like 1,500 to win, 1,000
Yeah.
to win, a lot of those. So like just any of those would mean a lot.
Yeah. So, going forward, if you got into a sprint car, if you race, would you like to race with your friends, or you think it'd cause a lot of?
I feel
You know,
like
you see how calm they are. Like, he's smiling right now, and he's smiling. But on race night, if they bumped into each other and caused each other a spot, I want to be there for the interview. I want to interview you guys both. So, would you like to race with these guys, or you think it would cause?
I feel like I'm split. Like you have to get over something eventually,
Yeah.
especially if they're your friends and your competitors every single weekend. Like you don't want to have repetitive issues with somebody every single
Yeah.
weekend. I feel like even with anybody, you'll get over it. So, I mean, I'm kind of split down the middle with that.
Let's talk a little bit about your guys' cars. I know you can't tell me a lot. I know your dad's probably going to tell you to keep your mouth shut. But let's start with you, Tanner. Tell us about your car. What kind of car is it? What do you run?
So it's a Maxim chassis. We run a Dreamy engine. That's basically about it. It makes 930 horsepower. And
930.
Mhm.
What are you making?
910.
Wow. Modified aiming close, is it?
I'm at like 400 right now.
On there. You guys don't run 602s, right? I don't think in your class you guys do. Tell me a little bit about your modified. What kind of car is it?
So I'm on a 19 BMS with the front end built by Close Racing Supply. And I'm on a motor built by Tregler Racing Engines. I don't know if you know him.
I don't. Is that
Jeffrey Tregler.
is that local or is that
He's more in PA. I believe he lives in Erie, PA.
okay? Where's your engines built at?
Not really sure.
How about you?
I haven't really been up there. My dad's been up there, but
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. I'm gonna be honest. It was rebuilt by Mount Pruitt. I will know that.
Is it the power you want? Because Mel Hewitt really
They did great.
their motors are usually pretty badass.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is Nash wants to start a podcast for dirt racers. He wants to boost you guys up, be proud to do it. So Nash, I'd like you to ask both of them a question.
Okay. I'm gonna start with this guy right here, Jason.
Okay,
Me and Jason have had history from
Jason and I.
Okay.
I'm messing with you. I'm so messing with you.
Please do not drink your Coke in
This
that
is
mic.
this is for Jerry. He drank the Coke.
I know, I muted his mic for a second.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, now we're good.
But me and Jason have had history ever since I was just starting on the go-karts, and same with him. From Thompson to racing the Buckeye Karting Challenge to racing the Nationals to racing our first years in the Mod Light dirt racing, and to now where he's in this modified. I'm in a sprint car. But I want to ask you, out of all those years, what have we been? 15 years? No, not 15. Not 15 years. What are we doing? Probably 12, 11 years, something like that.
Yeah,
What has
yeah.
been the top memory between us, like on a race weekend, something that happened on the track or happened off the track, like in the pits? Like what is something that really that you remember that you think about quite often?
Definitely your win at Marion for the Bill Stuyvesant Memorial, and when I finished third, almost second.
Yeah, that was.
I really wish I did finish second for that.
Yeah, that was insane. I came off the track, and I think one of the first things I asked my dad once we were done celebrating was, "Where did Jason finish?" Because I knew he was right
Wow.
there. Jason actually passed me. We had the fastest car on the racetrack by far, 100%. I just didn't have really good restart, so he got me around in 1 and 2. But caution came out, and it kind of screwed him.
Wow.
Yeah, we were fastest by maybe 4/10, I think. But I knew he was right there. Jimmy Smith was the guy that beat him.
But it's pretty classy of you guys to say that because a lot of guys, wouldn't want to say that. It's pretty classy of you guys. That's a lot of respect. And remember that down the road if you guys ever race again, which probably will happen, man. That's pretty cool response. How about with him?
Whew, Tanner. Okay. My biggest question is I laughed really hard one night at Fremont. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's my rookie season, and we were cruising. We finally made the mains. It's really hard to make a main at Fremont. I mean, right?
Attica or Fremont.
Yeah, Attica or Fremont. It's really tough. Like making one of those, it's like a Fast Under an all-star show.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
weekend.
The top 15 can win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Top.
That's pretty cool.
So we made the show, and we're rolling, we're moving pretty good, but then I missed the corner, and he was following me, and so did he. But he went over the banking, and so did I, but it cost him way more time than I did.
I went way farther off than you did.
Yeah, and it was almost like I threw like a banana in Mario Kart at him, and you know what I mean? He ran it over. And
I
he
saw him
lost a lot of
going.
time.
I came on it too, and I had a better run on it too than you did. So I'm gaining on him. I see him turn in the corner. I'm like, so I turn. By the time I go to turn, I see him go off, and I'm like, well, that's too late. So I'm coming off too.
So let me ask you this. I'm going to start with you, Tanner.
Well, he didn't finish his question.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I'm good.
No,
I'm
good.
good.
You sure?
You sure?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
okay.
I thought you were asking a question.
I was.
Okay.
Worst wreck you've been in.
We've been in the same wreck.
Wait, how did that even happen?
We're at Wayne County Speedway. It is night 2 for me.
Okay.
I've junked one car already. Someone spun the night before. This was all beginning of last year. And so I pull out my other car. This car has 22 laps on it. We're in the feature. I'm going down. I pass a guy. We're drag racing down the front stretch, and he just turns right down into me. He goes flipping. I get turned around 180. I'm flying backwards into the fence. So I hit the fence, and then here comes Nash and another guy. And
Oh,
just boom, boom. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting on Nash's hood.
Yeah, we have a really good picture of it actually. But I remember that like it was yesterday.
send us that photo so we can post
I
it.
will.
But like I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, how you doing?
Like, honestly, I mean, what else could
We
you
Like-
waved to each other. We literally waved to each other.
How you doing?
Yeah, we were good. I was looking at my car, making sure I wasn't on fire or anything like that. But I looked up at Tanner.
Next thing you know, I get in my trailer and I have like part of his name
Yeah.
that came off his top wing that was sitting in my car, and I grabbed it. I'm like, is this yours?
What about a moment, and I'll ask you this question too. How about a moment where you were almost there and didn't get it? A win or a position? Like one that really to this day you think about that really bothers you. And don't say that one.
No, it was last year though. It makes me mad. It was the last race of the year at Wayne County Speedway, and I'm pretty sure I had by far the fastest car. And started third, was up to second. No, I fell back. And then one guy like got caught up on the fence on the wall, so I had to check up, and 2 cars got by me, and then one dude spun out. So
Yeah.
I restarted like 5th or 6th. So I power up, and I'm passing Race Jacobs on the outside. I go into turn 3, hit the rut that's always at Wayne County, and I bounce into the wall. I don't lift. I ride the guardrail all the way around the wall, like Ross Chastain, basically. Fly down
It stayed on? I mean, like you didn't cut a tire or nothing?
Well, it's coming.
Okay.
I go down the front stretch, enter turn 1 and 2, and I blow it straight in the fence. I was running second and gaining on first. And I was like, damn.
Had it right. You were right there.
Probably about 2 laps later, we probably would have been on first place as well.
Wow. How about you?
What was the question?
Well, the first one was his worst wreck.
Yeah, what is your worst?
Worst
And it
wreck.
don't have to be in a modified. It can be karting, it can be anything. PlayStation don't count.
I took a really bad flip at Wayne County in a mild light in 24.
Yeah.
In 2024, I biked it up really high and I landed on my side, and then I cartwheeled like 1 or 2 times, landed straight on the roll cage. I think I had a minor concussion from
Wow.
it, and I rolled a few more times, landed on my side. Car was destroyed.
Did you remember? I mean, did you feel the whole wreck? A lot of times guys will crash, and you're so out of it during the tumble or anything, you don't feel anything. Or did you feel everything that the car did?
I don't know. I remember everything in my head, like vividly. I remember every single tumble, but I don't remember reacting in any way because of how
Yeah.
fast it was.
Yeah.
And the only time I remember being in pain is after was my head and then my back. I think the worst part about it though was that my dad was on the infield
Oh,
on the
no.
4-wheeler,
Oh.
and he saw that.
Was he the first one to the car though?
He was like right by the infield.
Okay.
The Wayne County officials were there really fast for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
They were there within like 5 seconds, 5-10 seconds.
yeah.
Not very
Nash, how
long.
about you?
No, not
Worst wreck?
Yeah.
I think it was my 3rd year ever in go-karts. I think I was going to pass someone, and we kind of just like tangled up, flew up in the air a little bit, landed on my nose. He actually got a picture of it.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, he got a picture of it and landed on my nose, and the cart came down, landing on me. You could see in the background my dad and a couple other guys were running over me, but I broke a couple of my fingers and broke my wrist.
Wow.
But still raced that day, still finished out the day racing 3 classes and won 2 out of 3.
So let's go here with all 3 of you
Wait,
guys.
hold on, we didn't do the almost wins.
Oh yeah,
Between
yeah,
those
yeah.
two.
Yeah, almost one that just got away. Thank you for that. One that you were right there, man. And it don't have to be a win. It could be running second or third, but something that you think about still to this day that really bugs you.
It was a national race actually. So it was at this place called Michiana Raceway Park. I think it's in Illinois. I can really tell you. It was with Cup Karts North America for one of their like summer races. I ended up finishing second in almost a photo finish in the last corner. So I led the entire last lap until like the second to last corner, it slipped away, and I had a drag race to the line that I lost.
Oh man, yeah, those ones sting.
Yeah.
They just make you better because you'll always remember that. The next time you get in that position, you'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Nash?
In the Cup Carts, North America, like him, but not the same track.
I know what you're
I was
talking
never
about.
like really.
Hold on, right there. I want you to finish, Bill. How, in all honesty, as a racer, the competitiveness, we're born with that. You might not know it now, but you are born with it. That's why you're doing what you're doing. How pissed were you as a kid that he got around you on that restart when you guys were racing? Be honest.
Are you talking at Marion Center?
Yeah. When he got around you and won, you finished third. Don't you look at him. I want you to be honest what you were thinking about when he got around you. What were you saying in your
Well, I
helmet?
think because I never really got back around him, I think what screwed him was the yellow flag. He
Yeah.
passed me. He totally passed me.
Okay.
And another guy actually passed me the same corner.
Okay.
The yellow flag because we didn't make an official lap. I got.
Oh, so that one even hurts even more.
I was saying, if a caution brought you back.
Yeah,
They brought
that
him-
one stings. Yeah.
He passed two guys in one corner.
Did you three ever trash talk each other?
No, not really.
We were just before this.
A little bit.
Yeah.
See, you could be using that to your advantage now. You can say, "Man, I beat you. Just the track helped you out. They were yellow." But is there any of that between you guys though at all? Like you guys don't text each other, and like on the way home from the racetrack, he won't text you and go, "I finished in front of you." You guys don't do none of that.
Not yet.
You'll
Not yet.
Season's
Not
still young.
until we're battling for wins, maybe.
Yeah, if we're battling up front, heck yeah.
So, and just so everybody knows, I have a couple of people asking. When I'm done with these guys in a couple of minutes, we'll start talking local racing and a couple NASCAR things. I got in trouble with some Natalie Decker. You know who Natalie Decker is? I made some Natalie Decker comments. They were truthful. I made some comments that she shouldn't be in a NASCAR truck because she shouldn't be in a NASCAR truck. What they should do with Natalie Decker is watch them get yelled at. What they should do with Natalie Decker is bring the truck to the track, pull it off the truck, tell her to get in and tell her to run into a wall or something, and just put it right back in the truck. Save yourself all the team money, all that stuff, because you know she's going to wreck your car or truck.
Hey, money can get you somewhere.
Right there.
And it's not just hers. Like there's a bunch of people.
Yeah, but come on. When do you say enough's enough? This experiment didn't work. And I don't want to get you guys in trouble saying something because your local reporter go, "Did you really say Natalie Decker sucked?" I'm speaking to I don't want you guys saying it, but
Yeah.
there's so many well-deserving people in there.
Have you ever seen Kevin Harvick's podcast where he talked about Natalie Decker?
Yes, I did see it.
Yeah.
And he can get away with it because he's
Mhm.
been there. He's been
gone through the stuff.
Yeah. We all know, like your dad, if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be racing modified. Your dad would say, "Hey, we're going back to karting or we're going to take up golf or something." All three of you guys have it. You guys have something. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be where you're at.
I'm just messing with your mic.
Right in the middle of the show, man. Candy?
No, you can offer the guys.
Go ahead, Tanner. So, getting,
He's like, I'll take the candy.
damn, Nash.
That's what the candy's for. You guys eat it.
So, I think there's more deserving people out there that deserve that Natalie Decker ride. Especially telling your crew chief, "I'm coming in, I don't want to do this anymore," and crying. That's not what we do as racers. What would your dad do to you if you came across the radio in a 50-lap mod race and you said, "Dad, I don't want to do this anymore"? What would your dad do to you?
Backing up, we're leaving.
Would he drag you out of the car, or would he get really quiet for the ride home?
You get really quiet for the ride home.
Would he really? Would you? Would you want that ride home?
No.
What about you? If you told one of your family members, "I don't want to do this anymore"?
It'd probably be on Facebook Marketplace the next night.
I know. How about you, Nash?
I think my dad would shed a tear. Him and my grandpa would probably shed a tear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If they heard that.
Well, after all the money spent and
Oh,
time.
yeah, all
and-
the time in the shop, like Dad's over there after, like he has no second for himself.
And there's no reason for that kind of mentality in racing.
But we
That
love
is-
so much, we gotta do it.
It's just a spoiled rich kid with money that their parents are letting her do what she wants to do, and you guys are out here doing it the right way. Your parents are keeping you level-headed, and it's going in the right direction. So just keep doing what you're doing. So, what are your future plans with racing? Where do you go from here?
It's 410 sprint cars.
Where you going this weekend?
If Dad can get off work Friday, Tri-City.
Tri-City?
Yep.
I know you're going to be at Raceway 7, right? If your dad don't kill you when you get home. Don't tell people about how much our shocks are. How about you?
Well, Speed Week's coming up.
You're going to race the whole speed?
We're not racing the whole Speed Week. We're going to race some of them. We're going to race Attica. I think we're racing Sharon. Then Wayne County. Then we'll race Fremont and Atomic.
So-
to the people in this, comment down below if you want Tanner Teco to race Eldora on Thursday.
Do you want to run Eldora?
I don't have the engine to run
He's
Eldora.
got the engine. You got to get him to do it.
I only have one. I only have one power plant. I gotta make it last.
So you think you could be competitive, though, with what you have?
Down in Eldora, I don't know. I think probably not. I
So,
feel like it'd be a waste of money right now.
okay.
Maybe in the future,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
right now, I think it'd be a waste of money.
I mean, the motor isn't the most important part of the car, is it?
No, it's the driver. But when the motor don't work,
Yeah.
the
so you
driver
don't-
can't do nothing.
You don't think you have enough motor
I don't think I have enough motor.
to, you know?
Dumb Outlaw guys are pushing close to 1,000.
Yeah.
Are they really?
So yeah, my motor at Eldora in a
Wow.
half mile like that,
Who think Nash is when he's sleeping tonight? This
I'll have
guy.
to put both of ours together.
I know.
1800.
Yeah.
Nash, you want to ask him a couple questions? You have anything you want to ask him?
I'll think about that.
I'm excited for you to get your podcast
Yeah, I'm
going.
excited for this too.
You're a lot more comfortable today. You're
Yeah.
more relaxed. You guys think it'll be all right with a podcast?
It'd be fine.
Good enough. Jason, what's your opinion?
We can do after the races too.
Could do after. I have those
That's-
those little microphones. You've seen that?
Yes.
You see Knoxville Nights, like Knoxville Night in America, where they like do it right after
Yeah.
their weekly show at Knoxville.
So are you guys are you guys on social media a lot with your racing? You know, that's
Decent
very
amount.
important.
A
right?
decent amount, yeah.
A little bit here and there.
It's
I don't post everything, but I'll post like race recaps for sponsors here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
It's very important for you to get out there and start. This is your generation. This is what you guys do. You carry your phones with you everywhere and you record everything. Nash started doing it. I'm proud of you, Nash, for what you've been doing.
Thank you.
It's so important for you to get your names out. It doesn't matter if you're at Fremont and you just get the car, you come out qualifying or do whatever, and you do a 1-minute video. Hey, I'm at Fremont. We did pretty good tonight. The track's kind of dry or wet or whatever, and we're going to come out and watch us and support us, and then I'll let you know how I do in the feature. Right before the feature starts, do another video. After the feature, go back in the trailer by yourself, regardless of how you did.
Yep.
It's so important if you guys want to grow to get on social media and let people know who you are. It's more important than anything right now because, as I told Nash, it teaches you for that moment when that guy comes up to you with a checkbook and wants to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've already been doing social media, you've already been talking, you already know what to say. And you being a golfer, it's important. It's really important. So, and you, I don't know what you do, man. Dan, I know I'm messing with you, man, but what do you do for a living?
I'm a mechanic at a Kia dealership.
Are you really? So you're loaded with money anyways.
Quit hitting
Not
the
really.
table.
It's a habit. Do you work for a Ganley dealer?
Yeah.
Do you really? In Medina?
Oh, the one
Right
right
there,
on the freeway?
1870.
Yeah.
Because he wants to see you in a Ken Ganley Kia.
Oh,
Mm.
How many times a day do you hear that, Neil?
Every time it comes on the radio, I just want to plug my ear.
How do you know Brandon Thomas? He's commented a few times.
Well, a couple weekends ago, or a couple weeks ago, I was on their podcast. Well, I know the Luciuses very well. We race go-karts with,
Oh, sweet.
them.
Okay.
Oh,
and
nice.
then Britt Van Meter works with me. So
Perfect. I've been talking to Brandon about him coming on the show and maybe doing like a co-podcast thing with him in the Buckeye podcast. So
yeah,
And
you
they're
guys,
such a great
you got to tell him to write it down though.
on there because he'll forget.
No, it's an ongoing joke that we have.
Is it?
Yeah,
Brandon,
right.
you heard that, right?
Yeah, well, if you look in the comments,
I did see
he
that.
put there to make sure Tanner writes
He
it down.
did put it in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
He did put it in there. So these guys, so like Rich, he's been having a rough year. You know, Cole Butcher,
Mhm.
and a lot of it's not Cole Butcher's fault. And I said this to Rich. It's halfway down the middle. Some of it's his fault. Some of it's not.
growing pains.
But man, as a crew chief and the team members, week after week, your truck's getting wrecked. At some point, as a crew chief or a car chief or just a tire changer,
Mhm.
you're mentally beat. You don't want to go to the track.
Oh yeah.
As drivers, we don't want to be in that position anyways. All of us want to go to the track and win and be successful. And as you guys already know how important it is to win or to be up there.
Mhm.
But man, could you imagine being Cole Butcher? You get the chance of a lifetime. And Laura and I talk about this with Matt Crafton. Matt Crafton was badass in a truck. He won everything in the truck, championships, won great races. But Kevin Harvick gave him an opportunity to drive one of his push cars, Xfinity cars.
Yeah.
And he wasn't good at it. And I felt bad for Matt because he deserved it. He's earned that. And Matt and Kevin were friends.
He raced a full season for Harvick's
Yeah.
trucks, like Harvick's truck.
And let me tell you, those two were good friends, like growing up together and everything. And then they started attacking each other.
Mhm.
You know it's over at that point. You know, when you're in this car and the car owners, man, you either got to do good or I'm pulling you out of this car.
You see it in sprint car racing all the time.
And in sprint car racing, you guys don't mess around. When you're done with somebody, you guys
Or
just
the car
fire
owner.
them.
The car owner is just like, yep, on it, and then you're off finding another rider.
Dude, it's horrible. Sprint car racing, man. It's done. How did Tony Stewart do it with, who was Tony Stewart's driver at the time?
Shots.
Yeah, he just, shots
After
that didn't even
Knoxville
know.
Nationals, and next thing you know, he's
Like, man, oh
searching for
man.
rides. Yeah.
So before I let you guys go, I want to say thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nash, let's start with you. Talk to your family, say hi to your fans and everybody.
And go through your sponsors.
And we need to
Gotta
hear
go
about
through
your
the
sponsors.
I did not do that last time, but this racing is not possible without Dad, Grandpa Tom, and Pop. They work, and Gavin. We got a new crew member. His name's Gavin Barnes. Very very knowledgeable. He's really good with this stuff already, and he's a huge help. And it's made our weekends more relaxing. But I can't thank TNA Mechanical, Mr. Excavator, Shane's Equipment Sales, my grandma, Mimi Sewing Machine Repairs, Artemis Awards, Newberry Auto, Artemis Awards and Apparel. They're actually up the street here. Concord Paninis. And
Can't forget Concord Paninis.
Can't.
John,
John.
you got to throw John a shout out, man.
Johnny's a great.
And Miss Markowitz.
Yeah, don't forget about Miss Markowitz.
Can't forget her.
You better praise her, bro. You're getting some F's next year.
Yeah, that's the one thing you asked me like a couple questions last time. It's like, where's your favorite place to go out to eat? And I'm like, oh, this place, that place. When I should have said Paninis. That's
We
the
know
right way
that.
to advertise.
Yeah, but who says that their favorite place is where they work, though?
No, it
Not.
doesn't matter. I should have said Paninis.
Yeah, you could. It says they're your sponsor. You are right.
you know what?
I forgot you just said they gave you money. That's right.
But that's you growing, and you probably realize that when you start making these videos.
Mom called me out for it.
It's very important with social media because it teaches you how to say that stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, you get out of a car. Let's just say one of you guys win a big race this weekend. The last thing you're thinking on your mind when you get out of the car is a sponsorship. But you have to train your brain to get out of the car and go, hey, I want to say my Grapevine Chevrolet did really good today. You know,
What's your favorite food at Concord Paninis?
Me?
Yes.
every time we go there, he's eating everything behind the
Anything that comes in.
Anything with all the mess ups.
That's right.
Anything free.
Anything.
Yeah.
Free meals.
Oh,
Make it
really?
free, yeah.
Look at you.
Dang. That's nice.
Chicken quesadilla is pretty good. Extra chicken.
I get that too.
Let's go to you now. Let's
Sponsors.
sponsors. Thank your family.
Well, obviously, I'd like to thank my father for, supporting me through all the years,
Yeah.
helping fund everything. And for sponsors, Lepo Rents of Perry, Dairy Queen of Perry, BoltonNuts.com.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa. You can't just pass over Dairy
Let's
Queen.
back up. Let's
Hold
back up. Dairy Queen's your sponsor? Oh, I'm sure you brought us all something from Dairy Queen to sit in your car, right?
It's
Tanner,
probably
you-
already melted already.
No, I
Where's
left
the
the
Dairy
AC
Queen?
on.
Oh, did you?
I left the AC.
How much gas did you burn keeping that ice cream cold?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh, wow.
Tanner, what do we got, man? Okay, your parents.
Run through this
and
list
you got
again.
enough for everybody. You're supposed to bring Dairy Queen with you. So, what's your favorite Dairy Queen food?
Cotton Candy Parfait.
Oh.
I don't think I've had it.
No.
It's
I
good.
thought he was gonna say. I don't know
It's
if
like
I
a
do.
secret menu.
Wait, I don't like Dairy Queen.
I'm not a Dairy
Get
Queen
this
fan.
phone starting to ring.
I'm starting to dig the new
The mint dip.
the mint dip.
The mint,
that they
yeah,
have.
the mint dip.
I like the cherry dip, but I'm starting to dig the mint dip. It's pretty good. So,
Let him finish his sponsors. We
Go
cut him
ahead.
off with Dairy Queen. Go ahead.
So then BoltonNuts.com, Yates Cylinders, Redline Oil, and then just really any friends or family that help out. And people who come to the track, help support. All the DeMattias for helping with setup. Just really anybody who makes it possible.
how tough is it as a kid? And I know your dad's probably watching right now, but as a kid, how tough is it to race with your dad? I mean, I know there's gonna be moments and stuff. I mean, your dad ain't gonna get mad at you. You're allowed to speak freely.
What do you mean by like tough? Like, where
Like,
we
is
have
he tough
issues?
on you? Like, is he one of those dads when you come in? Why didn't you go high or why didn't you go low? You could have went around this guy. Is he that guy?
No, honestly, anymore we're more in it just for the fun. Spend a lot of time together.
There's no fun in racing. Don't ever use that word again. There's no fun. 2 words you don't use in racing: hobby and fun. There's nothing fun about racing. So
It's not a fun hobby.
that's it.
It's
I'm
fun
gonna
to
need a
work.
producer after
It's
that.
fun to
Whatever.
work on the stuff until something
Yeah.
goes wrong.
So you guys, so obviously, have you ever watched American Choppers? The Tuttles fighting.
Heard about it. Guys
You never
at work
even
talk
Oh
about it.
yeah,
Guys
where
at work
the,
talk
where
about
the
it.
dad and the son
Yeah,
are
yeah.
throwing chairs at each other.
Yeah. So that's not you and your dad in the
No.
shop. Your dad's not like picking up a chair like he said and throwing it at you.
No, not at all.
So if you make a mistake or something, you come in, he's not on you.
No.
That's pretty cool, dude.
The thing, like, I know his family very well.
Yeah.
Brandon, I know him very well. I think his dad is more focused on that race car.
Yeah.
Jason is very knowledgeable of like what he does wrong. He
Yeah.
doesn't even need to look at video. I mean, he does, but like, he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's got that job to himself.
That's pretty cool.
So
It's a lot of maturity at your age, so that's pretty cool. But just know us dads, sometimes we do lose our shit and it's not personal. It's just who we are. Go ahead, Tanner.
No, he was pretty laid back.
No, I'm saying
What
it's,
Oh, my
What do you wanna thank
sponsors?
him
Yeah,
for? Yeah,
well, yeah, my dad's pretty laid back. I think my dad.
well, you were kind of hesitant with saying that though, man. You want
No, he's pretty laid back.
Is there something you wanna-
But you also can hear him in the video going, "Run the highlight," or like,
Can
"Get
you
down
really?
low." So you hear it like when you play it back, it's pretty funny. No, but I think my dad, my mom, I mean, times at the racetrack, missing parties and all that other stuff. So thank them. My sister, I think Chuck's Custom Truck and Trailer. If you need a trailer or a snowplow or anything, go see them in Medina. They'll help you out. Albright Security Center. If you need locks, your car key rekeyed, anything like that, lock work if you're locked out. In Medina, go check them out. Jared from Amsoil for hooking us up with rear end oil. DEI, Eric Bond from DEI, he hooked us up with an engine blanket. Lucius Graphics for getting us our nice decals. And then Station House Antiques, they just hopped on last weekend. And then Hickory Ridge Welding. So if you need any welding done, Hickory Ridge Welding.
And send all that to us when you can, and we'll get it up on there so all their info's on
Oh,
there
yeah.
so people can contact them.
For sure.
You said something that's gonna for the both of you, for you two, because he's a little bit past that, but you miss a lot of your going out with friends and stuff like that, and does it
I
even
never-
cross your mind?
no.
Like if someone says, "Hey, you want to go out and do something?" and you just, "I can't, man," because
Working on a race car.
that's it, man.
I usually do my best to reschedule it because I don't want to miss out too much for racing.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like I always try to reschedule stuff with people, and I mean, there's times I've skipped races to go out with like friends, and there's been times I've skipped races to go hang out with my family and stuff like that. Like I try not to let racing take away too much from my personal life.
Yeah,
Because there was a time in my life where it's like I missed my sister's high school graduation for racing. And
Yeah.
It's just I just don't want to do that anymore. You know what I mean? Like it isn't as serious as it used to be.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of just more for just something to do on the weekends. Just go out, have fun. Enjoy your time.
yeah. Does your dad kind of? Does your dad want you to keep going with racing? Is the way I should say it. I mean, does he want you to just keep racing modifies, or do you guys have a bigger picture down the road for you?
Eventually down the road, we like to get into a crate late model.
Yeah.
But as of now, it's just stick with the modified and then move up to UMP and then just keep working our way up.
Tanner, of all your years, what's your favorite Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
Probably a new go-kart.
Really?
I got my first new go-kart in 2019.
Did you
So it
really?
was all used stuff up until then.
And it was for Christmas?
Yeah.
Wow. How about you?
And then I won a championship.
With that Christmas card,
Yeah.
you owe Santa Claus, bro.
All right.
Because you don't even owe your family or nothing. It's Santa that you got to say thank you to. How about you? Man, that's a compliment. Did you see that
Yeah.
compliment? And coming from him,
Mm-hmm.
who's a great guy.
Oh, yeah. Good dude.
Jim Foose Jr. said Tanner is one of the most talented young stars in local sprint car racing. Remember his name in a few years. That's pretty cool. Coming from Jim,
Yep, thank you.
that's pretty badass. Jim, what about Nash and Jason, man? You don't care about these guys? What's up?
Oh, what about the next Christmas gift?
I gotta think about that one.
How about Nash? What he's thinking?
My birthday is pretty close my birthday's January 1st. So it's first
Oh.
day, so it's pretty close to Christmas. So I
New
got a
Year's
cruise.
baby.
I got a cruise last year. So
Did
that
you?
was- that was fun. Yeah.
You'd like being on a boat
Yeah.
away from
My
everybody?
stepdad has 3 boats. So
Oh, wow.
So on the other side of my family, we're boat guys.
Okay.
So I love boats.
You know your dad saying he better say it. He better say it.
I have to say my racing simulator, definitely. I got it, I think, like 2020 during the pandemic when
Yeah.
all the racing was shut down.
Mhm.
We used all the racing money to fund into an iRacing simulator.
You got
that
a
for
really nice
Christmas.
one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look at Nash. Oh, yeah.
I'm so jealous.
I got like a fold out chair and like
Do you?
steering wheel. Some decent pedals.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a cheap
yeah.
steering wheel.
I had a
We're
PS1
good.
steering wheel to start out.
I got like this small monitor.
You guys don't ask him to spend a night or go to sleep. Hey, can we spend a night? And as soon as he goes to sleep, you're on the simulator. all
Slumber
day?
party.
My cousin's got a pretty good simulator.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you just say slumber party?
Okay, an iRacing slumber party, whatever.
So have you met Jim? Jim Foose Jr.?
Yeah, I've probably seen him at track like once.
So he's a
once.
photographer.
Yeah.
Him and his dad, but
He
Jim
takes
is
good photos,
he's
so I've seen his photos.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Where does he go?
everywhere.
Mostly
Everywhere.
dirt late because he was at Mansfield the last couple of weeks. But he does
Yeah, he was
speedway.
probably at Mansfield when all that stuff was going on. When we were
He does
racing.
Speedway Images and Speedway Magazine.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
Speedway Action Magazine. Oh,
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
good pictures of me on fire.
Did he really?
really?
Picture you on fire. Jim said he haven't got to see you guys at the track yet, but he's been following you for a long time. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yep.
So I want to say thank you all three for coming in.
Yeah,
I know there's
thanks for
other
having
things you've
us.
been doing. Your girlfriend hasn't broke up with you yet, so that's a good sign. So when should we expect you to start doing your podcast? You can come in here
Yeah.
anytime. I'll get you an engineer and
Yeah, like, I'd like to.
Yeah.
And
maybe our next show, just come on in. I'll show you how everything works. You don't have to do it every week. You can do it every 2 weeks or however you want to do it. Come up with a name, come up with some guests.
Yeah.
Help yourself in here and you can
My phone just died. Anyway,
the best way to do this, Nash, this is the best way to start off. Pick a night you want to do a dirt podcast where you know these guys. All dirt people follow the same program pretty much, the same system. You get done, clean your car, do whatever to
that's
get it back.
Yeah, it's a good thing of like having good communities and like doing different levels of racing, like doing from road course into dirt. Like you know a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
I know Tanner, like JT was one of my good friends. He flies planes now. That'd be great
Yeah.
to have him on here because he has cool stories too. Because he raced Formula cars. Yeah, Race Jacobs would be cool to have on here.
So get your name for your podcast, build that Facebook page for it. Is that an iPhone?
Yeah.
Put that in cinematic mode and just mess around with these guys one night at the racetrack. And all three of you guys just do like a 5-minute pre-race and then do something after and put it on there.
Yeah, I'm sure I would run into these guys at Sharon. Like I know. I'll
He just said he's going to run into you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's taking your
I'll be
ass
in
out.
his trailer.
Also, Kyle
I'll put the mic on first so we get some good content.
Kyle Carlson said he would be more than happy to interview any of these guys for the YouTube channel. He has the Pitgate YouTube channel.
Okay.
So he's been doing some coverage at racetracks. He goes everywhere.
He
too.
goes everywhere.
So we'll make sure
Everywhere.
that if he's at any track that you guys are at, that he finds you guys.
I appreciate you guys coming in.
Thanks for
I hope you guys have a safe summer.
So,
Keep doing what you're doing, but seriously, get into the social media. It's so important. Sponsors look at your social media. They want to know who you are, how you act, and what you do. Not just with racing, like you with golfing. You do something good on the golf course, video it for a minute. They want to see that. If you want to gain sponsors, they need to see who you are. They can't do that if they go on your Facebook. And if you don't think sponsors are looking at your Facebook, you're dead wrong. They're looking at your Facebook because they want to know who they're dealing with. They don't want to be blindsided with some guys running moonshine out of Conneaut with his modified down Route 7 into Madison. You know what I mean? So it's very important that you get, Jason, seriously, I better see a video on your Facebook here soon with racing. Something, man. If your dad's watching, he needs to do something.
Quit hitting the table.
Maybe do pillow talk right before you fall asleep. Before I go to sleep, I want to thank all my fans and just go.
You guys start posting some videos, and we'll like all three of you, we'll start sharing them on our media page. Get you guys some more.
Tanner,
more
you know
exposure.
how important it is. Now that I know Jim Foose knows who you are, I know. Nash, help a brother out, man. Get these guys going.
Yeah, I mean,
All three of you guys. But it's been a pleasure. You
Yep.
guys can come back anytime you want.
Yep.
Let's try to meet up in a couple weeks again to see how the past couple weeks have gone.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
If you want to go get some Tanner Teco merch, go to
Ooh.
luciusgraphics.com under 2026 drivers. My name will be there. Click it, it'll send you right to it.
Nice.
happy birthday to Tanner.
Oh,
Happy birthday to Tanner.
When is his birthday?
Today.
Why?
Oh my
Wish
God.
we would know we could have had a
We
cake,
could have made a
cupcakes,
cake or
something.
something. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Happy
They got a blow of
birthday.
candy.
Happy birthday.
And you are how old today?
23.
Oh, he's so old. Oh my gosh.
He's like, I'm ready to
I'm missing
retire.
my window, man.
Trust me, you got.
Uh,
Do you notice that in sprint car racing, though, unlike NASCAR racing, sprint car racing, in dirt racing in general, there's older gentlemen more
yeah.
in dirt racing than there is in NASCAR. In cup racing, you hit 40, they're like, hey, your time to retire.
Exactly.
In sprint car racing, at 40, you're just getting there where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that. You two got like 35 years to go. And you said, how old are you?
I'm 15.
15. What are you looking forward to over the summer besides racing?
Golfing.
There's got to be something else besides golfing.
Work, I guess.
We should put together like a little putt-putt competition.
Wait, where do you work at? We didn't do that.
I'm a machinist at a place called Diversified Fittings up in
Okay.
Perry.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Wait, is
Start
that like
making
on
your own
20?
parts.
Have we seen that
I
before?
do.
Where's it at? Is it on 20?
It's just off. Do you know where Bolts and Nuts is by chance?
No.
Yeah, yes, in the across from Sheets that
Oh, yeah.
I'm in one of those buildings
Lane Road
right down
extension.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of racers down there.
Yeah.
I know. He's like, no, they're not racers. I'm not racers.
Carancy's down there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a bunch of, there's a bunch of racers down there.
Guys,
Okay.
thank you so much. Nash, thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Tanner, we're going to be following you more.
Yep.
Everybody, we're going to take a 5-minute break, come back and talk local racing, Flat Rock, Toledo, Paynesville, and some other things that have been going on. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. See you soon.
We're getting warning. I don't want to end the show, so there's like a 30-second break.
That wasn't bad, was it? Except for being fucking 700 degrees in there. It's hot. That's the worst part I've ever done. How many words?
If I'm racing on Friday, I'll take a half day, but I'll
Oh, okay. And the reason I was asking.
countdown.
I can do it again.
If it don't, I don't.
Risk it.
Yeah.
I'll put it all in 5. It's so important. Just so you guys know, I've managed a lot of racetracks in this country. Past couple of years, did all that.
Didn't you bring Mansfield back to Ohio?
I did.
Yes.
I did. So just,
2000.
Social
Probably before these
media.
guys were born. Before these guys were
So
born.
I raced that first night.
did you really?
Yeah.
For this year?
Yeah, the opening night.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Is the sound off?
I have the mics on muted.
Okay.
I don't know if it's playing anything, but yeah.
But yeah, it's,
Okay, wait, go on your Snapchat real quick.
Yeah. So
how crazy was it?
it was. So I was like one of the first ones to spin out.
Were you really?
So I tested the limits.
So were there as many rocks in the dirt as they said?
There were some rocks, but not like Wayne County has some rocks.
Okay,
Yeah,
look-
yeah.
Look at this.
But so it wasn't bad. I blew a tire with like
So this is me and Tanner's wreck.
9 to go.
This is the one wreck me and Tanner were talking about.
that from my view?
Holy shit.
But here comes me, and then another guy, and then another guy.
And you
I'm
see the
right
one guy
there.
at the end like spin out, like he tries to avoid
Oh,
it all.
That's
no.
me. This
Dude.
guy kept going. And then at the other
Oh.
end,
At the other end, there was another accident.
someone
Was it really?
It was one of our buddies' race, right? His
Um,
race.
It might have been racing some other dude. But yeah, they crashed at like 3 and 4, and we're all like 5-car pile up in 1 and 2, and the announcer's like, "What is going on?"
Tanner, did you think to yourself, is this really Nash up on?
Well, I looked up and I'm like, "I ain't
I was
done."
ripping, dude. I was in a groove. I was moving. And,
Hey, Jerry.
Yes.
I muted it, but somebody said you could still hear what we were saying.
That's cool. We can go back on.
I haven't muted. I
Don't win.
don't know how they're hearing it.
We can go back on. That's
All
cool.
right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Be safe, man. You can take all the candy you want, Nash.
You gotta take the whole thing.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. That was a great segment with the dirt car drivers. We all had a lot of fun there. These young kids, what's the problem?
Let me adjust you.
You're supposed to turn it down, not adjust it.
Yeah, it's not working like that.
So, man, I had a great time with those guys, man. These young kids, man, especially in these 410 dirt cars, man. That's a lot of balls, man. I don't know if you put me in one now, I don't think I could do it. But we have a lot to talk about for this hour. A lot of it, I want to make sure everything's going good before I start, because Laura likes to crash our show in the first 5 minutes. So, can you hear me? And is the show on?
Can you hear us clearly?
So I want to make sure.
Let us know. I'm pretty sure. Everything seems actually like more loud this week. So,
Let's see.
all right, just
Everybody say they can
Jerry.
hear us?
yeah. Jeff says, Jerry, can you explain what is all this jack stand talk? That Jerry's car is still on jack stand, or well, it's on the lift.
And I'll get to that. I'll get to it. So if they can hear us, I'm going to go ahead and get
Yes,
started.
Mylene said yes.
Thank you,
yeah.
Mylene. I appreciate it. So let's talk a little bit why I started this podcast, and then we'll lead into everything else. And I'll make this short and sweet. So I started this podcast because we needed something with all of weekly racing, all weekly tracks. I firmly believe, and I've always believed this, that NASCAR and all those big series, they all survive because of us weekly racing guys. So in my belief, the way we were taught with marketing was you get the people to the track on Saturday night, you get the fans there, they enjoy it. Sunday, they're home, they want to watch their favorite NASCAR star. That's the way I've always believed how you got people in the stands was with your drivers. Over the years, a lot of it has been forgotten because of technology, because of sim racing. Instead of kids going to the garage and building a car with their dads, like Jason and Nash and Tanner, their families are involved. A lot of that died over the years. And I wanted to start a podcast to help bring that back. But from my perspective, I firmly believe that you cannot survive weekly racing if people don't know about you, if they don't know about your tracks. And I've said this, if you've been listening to our podcast since day one, The most important part of a racetrack, of weekly racing on Saturday night, is the driver. Without the driver, you don't have a business. You don't. I don't care how. There's no other way to look at it. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't have your drivers there, all you have is a piece of land with a circle track. So it's always been important to me to build up a podcast that goes after all the racetracks on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Wednesday. Not just Painesville, but Midvale, Barberton at the time, Sandusky, Lorain, Toledo, Flat Rock, Midvale, all these guys. It's important that these drivers know how important they are to the fans and to their family. Guys put a lot of money into these cars, and I mean a lot of money. I don't even have a top 5 car, and I got 25 grand on my car. Now, you might not think that, but that's what I have in the car. A lot of guys work on shoestring budgets, but it means nothing if the tracks are not there. And I work my butt off to do our podcast when I can. Some nights I don't make it because I don't feel good or something goes wrong with work. But a lot of tracks, especially in Ohio, have closed. But using Kyle Carlson, him and his girlfriend, Brooke, they are correspondents for us. They were going to races. They're doing photos. Man, it was pretty badass. I have Jerry Patrick Media, the race shop, at the Little 500. It was very, very important for us to be there. So if you remember back in the day, there was something called Speed Channel. And Speed Channel would do Thursday Night Thunder and all that stuff. And it was all with the weekly racetracks. Now, you didn't get to see the compacts or anything like that, but you've seen the big guys on Thursday Night Thunder doing what they do. So my whole idea originally when I started this podcast was to start something and become huge with it, where I have a correspondent at every track, and we just let everybody know how important weekly racing is to us. Weekly racing is very important to all the other racing, because fans that used to come to the track, and this is how it was, and it's so funny because I just started talking to a buddy of mine I haven't talked to in 25 years, Kevin Shockey, but this is the way our generation was. You race on Saturday night, you have a good time, so as race is over, we're standing in the pits and we're talking about, man, what do you think Earnhardt's going to do tomorrow at Bristol or whatever? What do you think Rusty Wallace is going to do? Well, it's Rusty Wallace. He's probably going to crash. But most drivers, we cared about but that came from weekly racing. So I want what we're doing to become bigger. And I want to have a channel where you guys are proud of, here out of Mentor, here out of this office. Saturday, we delivered, Laura and I couldn't race the last couple of weeks because I've been working a lot. We're doing paving jobs. I got one more week that I'm going to be away. And then hopefully I can get back and I'll go race a couple nights at Painesville. But we went to Flat Rock Saturday night and haven't been Flat Rock probably 15 years. Love the place. And if you've gone there before, you understand how great the racing is there. Ron Drager has always, and his team have always done a great job at Flat Rock or Toledo. So it's very important that we touch on why this show is existing and why I do it. I had someone the other day said, "Oh, you're doing it for the money. You don't care about us." You got to understand here, and Dave Wallencheck can validate this. After you get all equipment, you pay your monthly fees, you do all this stuff. We pay $1,000 a month out of our pocket for this podcast. I don't make a penny. I don't make a dime on it. I'm doing it for my love of the sport and for weekly racing. Now, when I do start talking about NASCAR, and you notice I've stopped talking about NASCAR a little bit because that's not what this podcast was for. This podcast was for the weekly racing people and to let them shine and let our weekly racers feel important because they are. But it's so important to me that this podcast survive for you, the drivers and fans. You need a place where you can go to without getting in trouble and speak your mind. A lot of people go, "Oh man, Josh Way, he gets on his Facebook and he does rants and he does this and that." he gets a couple hundred people watching him for a reason. One, they want to hear what he has to say. Number two, he's entertaining to watch. And number three, 8 out of 10 times he's right. So we have to keep this going without stepping on toes at racetracks. Now, I don't know what happened at Painesville last week. I didn't get a chance to go talk to Josh. But on Sunday, all I got was text. Oh my God, this place is doing this. It's doing that. They're not going to make it. It's going to do that. I understand the frustration. I understand, of all people. I really honestly understand the frustration. And maybe I'll go to Josh's shop in the next couple of days to find out. I don't want to speak on behalf of Josh and what happened Saturday night, because I like to know the facts on what really happened. One guy said he got DQ'd because of calipers. One said he got because of the front nose. So I don't know. I want to hear it from Josh and nobody else. But leading down that road, I have a relationship with almost every driver at all the tracks around here, because that's who I am. I want to get to know you guys. We have conversations. I grew up with a lot of you guys. And one thing about me, that at any track that I managed or worked at, nobody has ever said that I wasn't fair. But I did not tolerate anybody going, oh, Jerry let this guy go because he's his friend. That's not me. And that's why a lot of people dislike me when I manage tracks. It's hard for a track owner or anybody working for the track, very difficult, for you to hear that from somebody. I got bothered. When someone said that I was playing favorites, I got bothered. And I would call them out. And I'd walk them over to that person they said I was playing favorites to. That's not who I am. I've never been that way. So that being said, I'm happy Painesville is open, and I want them to survive. We're week 3 into it, and it's gone to hell in a handbasket. But one thing, and this is important for all of us to discuss, all of us, and I've seen this. Yeah, I know, Bill. I was told I was doing this for the money, bro. And I do owe you a phone call, and I'll get to it, I promise. But I've never, and Bill Hark is a perfect example. Bill knew me when I was over at Mansfield, and he'll tell you I didn't play favoritism with nobody. Nobody. I treated everybody fair. And I learned that from Gordon. I went to a couple tracks where I wasn't treated fairly because I wasn't the track favorite. But let me get to my point, and then we can move on from there. So if I was running a racetrack, and Ernie and I known each other, I think I met Ernie when I was a kid. You know, and him and I, we have a great relationship. We respect each other. The Hills, I get along with the Hills very much. I used to race with Senior, and he was a great guy. He was one of those guys who were always cool, calm, and collective unless you push his buttons. But the only thing that I agree with is if Ernie is going to own a car, he cannot be the tech guy. I'm not saying that's what Scott has to do. I'm not saying that. But if you look at whatever all the discussions have been, it's all the same. How can this guy own a car and be the tech guy? I would have never allowed it as a track manager, because it's going to cause you, and this is the way I think Scott looked at it in the beginning. Scott wanted his buddy in there because Ernie is an experienced tech guy. When we were with the Maggios in 2017, Ernie was our tech guy. He was my first choice. I wanted Ernie because everybody respects Ernie. Everybody likes Ernie. He knows what he's doing. But everybody is saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing. It's taken the credibility that Scott is working hard for. It's taken it away. And Ernie's not doing it on purpose. He owns a car. This is the way I look at it from Ernie. He wants a car at the track. The Hills are great guys. They're a great family. He wants to be involved with them, but he also wants to help the track. Who else wants that job? Who else wants to be a tech guy? Tech guy is one of the hardest jobs at the track. To me, the number one hardest job at the track is flagman. Number 2 is tech guy. But all the negativity already in week 3. But we all seen it coming. If you knew, like if Scott knew in the beginning that Ernie was going to be the tech guy and own the car, he should have stepped back and said, oh man, maybe I don't want to do this. It's going to cause grief. We all don't want it to cause grief. When it originally happens, nobody wants it to cause grief because Lou Hill's out there running legal. He's out, or Junior, I should say. Lou Hill Jr. is out there running legal. He's out there doing fantastic. And the last thing he wants to do when he gets home on Facebook is see, he only finished second or third because the tech guy is his car owner. It's not fair to Junior. It's not fair to him because he's out there doing what he's allowed to do, and everybody's questioning it. And it would not be questioned if Ernie wasn't in the garage and there was somebody else. Not saying to fire Ernie. I'm not telling Ernie to quit. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just trying to stay in an open discussion, the way you guys have been talking. Maybe it's just not the right thing because I think, and this is where my focus goes. My focus goes to Hill Jr. and Senior because these guys out there are the two cool. They've always been cool. They're really nice. They help people. I can't tell you how many times I've heard somebody say, Lou and his son have helped me with my car, and they did this and they did that. They don't want to be tarnished. If they win a feature, then everybody's going to, he only won the feature because Ernie's a tech guy. No, he won the feature because he went out there and won the feature. He beat the best guys. Nobody wants to get home, open up Facebook or any kind of social media and go and see, Lou Hill only won because Ernie's a tech guy. It's just not right. It's not right. Keep Ernie out of it for a second. It's not fair to Hills. It's not. And I've seen a couple people say, it should be allowed. No one knows they're cheating or they don't think they're cheating or whatever. That's not the point. It's about credibility. And Painesville Speedway needs that credibility. Scott needs that credibility. And I believe, I always thought that I'm a huge Marcolata fan. I love Marcolata. If there's anybody to me in my eyes that is a fair tech guy, it's always been Marcolata. I've never had a problem. I've never heard anybody say about Marcolata, he let him go because he's his friend. If you guys have heard it, tell me. But I've never heard anybody say Marcolata shows favoritism to this guy. Look at Marcolata. He wakes up angry. He goes to sleep angry. I don't think I've ever seen Mark. I've known Mark 40 years. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. But I don't think it's fair anymore that the attacking of Ernie and the Hills. I think if you want your credibility, then Ernie just needs to step aside and go work on the car with them in the back. I'm not speaking for Scott. I'm speaking for me and everybody else that feels that that's what's happening. But I feel so bad for Lou Hill Jr., who's out there running his ass trying to. So now Lou Hill has Michael Henderson and Josh Way to compete with. And then I can't think of the fourth one. I can't think of his name.
There's Jacob Henderson, Noah Davis.
Noah Davis. That's what I'm thinking of.
Joshua and Blake.
So Joshua's winning all the damn time. He's always up front. But I think Lou Jr. just wants to go out there and know when he gets done with that race, people are not going to attack him. You only finished in this position because of this, this, and this. It's not the case. It's not. Unless you prove me wrong, I don't think Ernie's given him any benefit of the doubt. And then I heard that Lou Jr.'s car is illegal. They shouldn't be racing there. It's allowed to race there. We have to move past that. It's allowed to be there. Unless you guys know something I don't know, the car was approved to race there. But the drama in week 3 over all this stuff, it has to come to an end. It really does. The Josh Way thing, I seriously want to, if I can get done in time tomorrow, I'm going to go to Josh's shop. Maybe I'll even do an interview with him, a live Facebook with him tomorrow, and get his side of the story, because Josh ain't afraid to say it the way it is. But do you feel, the drivers, do you really feel that Ernie is showing favoritism to Junior? Because I don't believe it. I believe that car leads. And remember, Lou Senior, he's been racing there for years. He's pretty dominant. He don't really need to have that. And, Hill has always been a tough guy to race against. So I want to know from you, what you guys really feel. I want you to be honest and say it the way it is. What did you want me to read?
I took it off the screen already. Walt Wood said, or have a second guy tech Ernie's car. Known Ernie for years. I agree with you. Ernie is very respected.
Which I don't understand why that hasn't happened yet. When the street stocks are out there, why isn't there a neutral guy in the garage? Now, I remember Scott was sitting here, and correct me if I'm wrong, he was saying when the street stocks come in, Scott was going to help tech them
I believe that was
on
the
there. But
plan
I don't know
originally.
if he's been into the tech garage after races. So maybe instead of getting rid of Ernie, when the street stocks come in, have someone else in there to do it. Get Mark Galata or somebody else.
Doesn't he have an assistant in there? Or isn't there always like a tech?
Joe Crancy's in there, but I think he's the other owner of the car. I think. I don't know.
Oh, so if they both own the car,
Yeah.
then actually there should be somebody else. I mean, it's only fair, honestly, for the rest of the class. You know, like
Yeah.
not saying, you know, that's why Josh was DQ'd. We don't know anything, but I know when you're racing, I kind of almost feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, is it fair? You kind of feel defeated already, knowing that maybe.
I feel bad for Junior because
yes, correct.
he's out there just trying to win a race and working on the car. You go by that shop every night, they're in there working.
Yeah.
They're in there. Bill Harkin said, Lou is just stuck in the suit. That sucks. He's a great guy. It's so true, Bill. And, you know, you've been around racing just as long as I have. How would you handle it, Bill? You know, I would honestly say probably when the street stocks keep Ernie, when the street stocks come in, have someone that's neutral, check all the street stocks.
I really think that was originally the plan, and I'm not sure why that didn't happen. I believe it before the
Yeah.
season, that was like a thought and the plan, because that would just make
Yeah.
total sense.
And I'm just a little bothered that we're at week 3 or 4. I think it's week 3, and we're at this. This is something that should have been tackled in the wintertime before you went racing, instead of having guys. And listen, we're never going to get away from social media now. It's going to be discussed, but the only way to get through it is to talk through it like the way we are now. Going on Facebook and smack talk and all that. It just, the families that want to go there and race, you know someone's going to read that and go, oh, same old shit, same track. You know, I have a saying that I put on a shirt years ago, and I put on there, same circus, different clowns. Whenever I would go to a racetrack and shit was going on, I have that, and I have a picture of a race car on there with a promoter in a clown suit. That's not the case with this. I think Scott's trying. We could talk about the Kevin thing. I'm not very happy on how the Kevin thing went out because I've been in that situation before. But I'm definitely pissed off about it, the way all that went down. But it's not my track, nothing I can do. But a lot of you guys know Kevin a long time. You know he's straightforward. He knows about racing, and he wanted to be there. So
And he wanted what was best for the drivers.
always what was best for the drivers. Now, if you put 20 drivers out there, 5 of them would go, oh, Kevin didn't do this or that, and then the 15 of them would, because everybody, I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about Kevin. Ever.
And he was not doing things to favor his son.
Never.
That's-
That's not him. And everybody that knows Kevin knows he wouldn't do. Listen, everything's still happening the same exact way with that class that everybody was complaining about.
Correct.
But Bill said, honestly, Jerry, it's not even about Ernie's credibility. It's simply a conflict of interest for a track official to be involved of ownership of a car. And that's, Bill, that's exactly right. That's the way we should be saying it. You know, these guys are caught in the middle.
This happened to us one time at Mansfield. Did not Jimmy Lockwood own a car?
He did.
And so when that class was up, I forget what class it was, you made him leave that entire
I
tech garage and you teched that entire class every single night.
I tech that class.
And this exact situation
Yeah.
happened. But he didn't buy that car till like halfway through the season,
Yeah.
wasn't it? So we weren't prepared for that.
And I remember that with Jimmy Lockwood because it caused a little bit of grief between him and I. I wasn't trying to take his authority or do any of that stuff. But like Bill said, and I said, it's credibility at the end of the day. You're building something that we want to last for a long time. And it's not going to last if right off the rip, 3 weeks in, people are questioning credibility. And it's legit. It's not like something made up or anything like that. And I went to Jimmy Lockwood. I said, man, you got a car in this class. I have to tech it. So those cars would pull in. The one night he gave me a dirty look, and I think he left and never came back after that. But I teched the cars. I found the top 2 illegal. I went to Chris Mize, and we discussed it. And the cars were illegal. So not Jimmy Lockwood's car, the cars that we teched. So I've always been against that. So it's just not me saying jumping on a bandwagon. It's always been something that I completely disagree with. But you're 3 weeks in, and you're building something from the ground up, and there's going to be roadblocks. They're going to happen. But you also have to take a breath, and it's not going to grow if people don't trust you. If people do not trust you, it's not going to grow. I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care how long you've been in the business. If drivers do not trust you, you're going to lose your business. And that's the road that it's going on. And I don't like it. Everybody is for Scott to succeed. Everybody was for Kevin to succeed. We want the place to succeed.
Those two were a great team.
A hell of a team.
And then something happened, and then it's divided, and it's not.
Listen, regardless, at the end of the day, Ernie is a smart enough guy to know that he should not be teching his car anymore, or that division. Let someone come in there. Hell, Bill Harkins don't do nothing on Saturday night. Last I heard, he was playing bocce ball on Saturday night, so he could come to the track, tech the street stocks, and then leave as soon as they're done.
I love you just recruiting him, like
yeah,
like he's got nothing going on. I took it off the screen, but Chris Genevieve says, "Who can we get that can be neutral so this BS stops?"
Bill Harkins, Chris. He ain't doing nothing on Saturday nights. I know, Bill's going to drive here and run right through my front window here.
Shut your mouth, Smith.
But Chris, I think everybody can agree on this. With all the talk since last week till now, and we got racing coming up in a couple days, I think we all can agree that you need the credibility, and it's not fair for Lou Hill Jr. and Sr. to have to be worrying about it every time they go out on that racetrack. They're being questioned because it's that guy. It's not fair to them, especially two guys that have helped everybody. If you know the Hills, you know they have no reason to go through that tech garage and be illegal. It's just not them.
This is actually like a really good point, and this is if it was your track, because you've done this before. So Kyle Carlson says it also doesn't help that you don't see any statement from the track about disqualifications. When you had your tracks, did you, because I know a few weeks ago some people got suspended for the year, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you make a release saying that or explain why people were DQ'd?
So I did.
Okay.
It was very important to me that I was transparent on everything we did. If we made a mistake, we admitted to it. If something was going wrong and we suspended a driver or something, which was very rare because I'm so against suspending people that help you pay your bills. Your electric bill, and I did the numbers the other day. If you suspend a guy now to the end of the year, you're losing out on $500. Now, $500 ain't a lot of money until you're a track owner at the end of the year and you got a bunch of bills you have to pay. And you're going to go, man, if I had that $500 and you suspend 4 people, you're at $2,000. So it all adds up at the end of the year. To me, I'd rather fine a guy and put that towards the points fund.
Didn't Nick Rufus say that too?
Yeah.
We asked him down the show, and
I got that from Nick. It was if I find a person $250 or $200 or $100, I win a points fund in that class. So if you're a street stock driver and I find you, that money we took out and we put it towards the points fund. I did a pizza party and a beer party one year for one division, and everybody got so freaking drunk, and I never did it again. So it backfired on me. And that was actually at Mansfield.
I feel like I remember that.
So it's very important to understand that this podcast is not just for me to sit here and go, hey, we got to go and save Painesville Speedway. We got to save Barberton. We got to save this track. It's also for both sides of it. And I want to build this into something big for you, the drivers, and for you fans to interact with your favorite drivers. Yeah, you can go on Facebook and comment on Josh Way and go, hey, great race, or you suck, or whatever you want to say. But it's also better where we're on here and you can actually talk to them. And it's important that I keep doing this. But it really pisses me off at 3 weeks in that we're already trying to save the track again.
That was the campaign, and now we shouldn't have to be doing this already.
So I want the track there. I want Scott to succeed. Again, I'm a little pissed off that Kevin's not going to be there to help after all the hard work he's done.
All winter
In snow after work. But we get it. We understand that sometimes things just don't work out. Earl Goldie, Scott should step back and let a few people come in and straighten it out, and he watches the thing grow. You know, so there was an owner at a racetrack, Earl. You know, I'm not going to say the name of the racetrack because I don't want to cause any, then I'm the drama. But there was an owner at a racetrack that I went down south, and I was there. Willie Patterson's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But I go down to Florida, I meet with this guy, and we're talking, and I say goodbye. Well, I didn't leave. I stayed there that night. I put a hat on. Laura and I walked around, and I did that for 2 weeks. And the problem was the owner, because he didn't know. It wasn't his fault, but he thought that the business that he owned would transition over to racetrack. And it did not do that. And on week 2, I went in there, and him and I sat down, and I said, hey, listen, man, I've been here for 2 weeks, and I think the biggest problem of the place is you. Let me come in here, you follow me, and learn. In a month, I'll be out of here. You'll know what you're doing. You'll understand that this is entertainment. You'll understand that the drivers are more important. This guy told a driver who come in, was blasting his music with his racing trailer. This owner told the driver to go home. He wasn't even a piss. They didn't even pay yet. Man, I don't want to hear that shit when you pull into my racetrack. Go home. I about lost my shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? You just sent 10 people home. And then you're wondering why you got to hire someone like me to come in. It's crazy. A lot of guys, and I'm not saying this is Scott, but a lot of guys don't want to recognize they need help. That's a lot of racetrack owners. And Scott right now might not need it. It might be keep getting better and better and better. So he might not need that help. That's the way he looks at it. You know, I look at his daughter on the flag stand, and I think she could be a fantastic flag person. I'd like to get up there and show her some things and teach her a few things. And I was taught Denise Williams, or Engel, I should say. She's willing to come there and show Andrea some tricks of the trade to be entertaining and stuff. But everybody's like on pins and needles to say, hey, we want to help, because they get blown off. They get ignored. And it's so much pressure to be a track owner in 2026 that I don't know if Scott drinks, but if I was a track owner in 2026, I'd probably be drinking a lot, because it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. And the thing is, like, and I'm saying this, and I know Josh Wade's going to get mad at me. I know he's going to get mad at me for saying this, but I'm going to say it. If Josh Wade opened up Lorain, he'd probably do really good. And it would probably hurt Painesville. And Josh knows it. Josh knows it. Because half the street stocks would probably leave to go to Lorain. Because that's what the cars were built for. So as we work really hard to help Scott and to do this, all we're asking him to do is step back, take a breath. Not everybody that you're talking to knows the sport. Not everybody is out for your best interest. You know, it's like the Maggios want you to succeed. Maggios don't want to come in a month from today, and I don't know what the legal part of it is with them, but I know Randy and Denise are probably in their glory that they don't have to get up on Saturday and go do this racetrack stuff. So it's a lot of pressure, man, to do this. You know, I think it'd be easier to open up a Dairy Queen today than it would be to run a racetrack. It's entertainment. People are doing so much more than they used to 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Funny thing, Saturday loaded up going to Toledo to take 2 cars to the auto auction before we went to Flat Rock. Laura and I had 2 cars on the flatbed. You know who drove by me with a boat on her truck? Josh Wade. Drove by me with a Scarab. I got behind him because his thing was flapping. I followed him to the freeway, and I got on the freeway, and he kept going straight. I don't know if
Wait, so he like went and took the Scarab to the water and then still went to the track?
Still went racing.
Still went racing.
But I think he was probably in the boat all day Sunday.
I think he was. I think he was. I saw
Craig
him.
Brackman, would you be willing to hang up the helmet to help the track? There aren't too many people that understand the biz like you. the good and
God knows
God
the
knows
bad.
the bad. I would help any racetrack that needs help. And so bad I want to help Painesville. It's like, how do I say this? When you see something that you want to help so bad that it's falling apart and it's not going the way that it should be going, it kind of bothers you. It kind of bothers you. You know, but again, hopefully that in the next couple of weeks, it's going to get turned around. Things will start going the way it's going to get supposed to be going. But I'm telling you, it's got to happen now, because I don't even know what the answer would be for the street stocks now, because every street stock that I talk to, they're not taking the weight out of the car or adding weight. And so I apologize. So as a promoter myself, I look back and I go, how would I get those cars here and to get them here to race and not add the pounds? There's no way to do it. So when I was talking to Davey Lawson outside Zappatelli's a month ago, I said to him, man, there's no way you'd bring your car out here with all that weight in? And he said, fuck no, I wouldn't bring my car out here with all that.
Maybe there should be a street stock meeting and Scott's there and they could express their concerns.
There was a
Scott-
street stock meeting and Scott did not attend.
Oh.
And I don't believe there was any interest of him fixing it. But I don't, for me, there's a simple answer to it, but there's got to be some changes. The simple answer is just got to be changes. But you can't, at the end of the day, be 3 weeks in and drivers are already talking about selling their cars and doing this. We can't do that. We can't do it.
I mean, we love Midvale, don't get me wrong, but I see some local people that are choosing to go to Midvale now.
Yeah.
So that's where there's definitely something going on.
You got to stop. This is the last thing I'm going to say on this topic. You got to stop and take a breath. Be by yourself. Evaluate. Stop worrying about the way the wall looks. Stop worrying about the way this looks. Stop worrying about that. And start focusing on what you said you knew. You said you knew how Gordon did it and how to make it successful. That hasn't happened yet. But you got to do it. I believe in Scott. I know a lot of people are pissed off and screaming out, but I believe in Scott. But he can't do it if he does not step back and take a breath.
And trust the people that
know
what they're
and that's
doing.
the hardest thing, being even as a promoter when you're hiring people to put them in their positions. It's hard to look at somebody and go, man, can I trust this guy to be my pit shoot guy? Can I trust this person to do this? But I just don't want to see it go away. At the end of the day, I don't want to see it go away. So
Robin said Scott is willing to have a meeting with Street Stocks. They need to approach him. Well, yeah, there was actually a meeting and he was invited and he didn't show up for the meeting. So
and I think most of those street stock drivers now, Robin, to be honest with you, and I could be wrong. And I know I see some of them are watching. I believe a lot of those street stock drivers already made a decision they're going to go elsewhere. Can they be brought back? Probably, if it's said the right way and they're treated the right way. But I think, and I don't know what the grandstands look like last Saturday night because I was at Flat Rock, which we'll start talking about here in a minute. What happened there, man? Whoo-wee. One of the worst crashes I've ever seen in a late model. But how were the stands Saturday night at Painesville? Can anybody tell me? So I would like to know, but I think it's more funny that I mentioned Bill Harkins being the street stock tech guy and he disappeared on us.
No, I think he said something about if you pay his divorce. Is that what he was saying? I feel like that's what he said. I don't know. There's been a lot of comments since you started talking. I think he said something like if you give him a place to stay and pay for his divorce.
Walt Wood said, well said, I believe Scott can do it as well. I believe he can do it. I just think what needs to happen sometimes in our lives, I do it. Laura gets mad at me because I'm a meditator. I'm a person that just I get quiet, I walk away. She don't see me for an hour or two, I go meditate. If the week's going bad, things are going wrong, I meditate. Some people drink, some people smoke weed, some people eat. I meditate. I just go by myself and just try to figure things out.
Jim says it was a good crowd.
Good.
Mylene said stands were okay, but not as good as the week before.
And I want everybody to remember too, in Scott's defense, we're in graduation season,
Mhm.
we're in wedding season.
Oh, yeah.
We're in-
Graduation parties.
Yeah, graduation parties. We're in divorce season. Township Park's right around the corner, so there's a lot of people going to jail. So
Wow.
I just had to
Like
say
that just went off
I
the
just had to
track.
say it.
Okay.
What did Harkin say?
He said, 100% Earl, that model, like what Gordon did, it will never work today.
It won't work today, but there's adjustment to it to make it work. It will not work today. And
Kyle just made a point too. I wonder, I wonder if the stress from all the rainouts, et cetera, is factoring in and kind of making, sometimes you make decisions based on a financial, panic
At the
because
end
of
of the
rainouts.
as a racetrack owner, promoter, someone who's leasing a track, buying a track, I don't remember. And I think Maggio's had it last year or the year before, rainouts right in a row.
I
It was like
feel like
one
they
after
did.
another. So everybody experiences. Look at Midvale. How many rainouts did they have
Look
in
at
a row?
Attica. Attica is like when their second week and it's mid-season championship.
So think about that. Even though you're having rainouts,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the bills have to be paid at the end of the month.
Did you just hiccup on the mic?
I did.
Dude.
Everything needs to be paid. Lights, your employees,
Your payment,
your payment,
Your insurance.
insurance, all that stuff.
it doesn't stop. The bills don't stop because there's rainouts.
And it's just, Genevieve just said something that's really important too. It's just not about racing. Those drivers need to be seen by the fans. And there's so many things that I used to do that it drives me nuts that I don't see tracks doing. But at the end of the day, the drivers are your priority. The fans seeing your drivers, talking to your drivers, just the fan to driver experience makes a racetrack strive. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be your villain. It could be your nicest guy. They need to interact with fans. The fans, and Brian Douglas is the perfect person for this. Brian Douglas knows who the villains are. He knows who the nice guys are. He knows how the fans react when he says something. Brian Douglas has the fans wrapped around his little finger. He knows. Brian Douglas is one of the best. He knows how to get those drivers to interact with those fans. He's great at it, but it's missing so much in what we do.
Were you a villain when you raced back in your heyday?
I don't think I was a villain.
I thought maybe people said
A lot of people
didn't
hated my driving
didn't you
tech.
wreck people in the
I
figure
did.
eight on purpose?
I did. I wasn't no Kevin Shockey where I take you out under caution or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's needed, and I said this with Earl and all them in here. Use Josh and Earl and Daryl and Chris and Hills and Henderson's and all of them, use them to your advantage to put people in the seats. It's important. It's very important. Without, and I don't know if Scott's listening or if he will watch this or whatever. Without the drivers, you don't have a facility. All you have is a piece of land with pavement on it. And I go back and I said this to Kevin Myers a million times. I said it to Laura. One of my biggest regrets since 1999 with racetracks and managing racetracks was that I didn't work it out with the Maggios. Instead of all four of us coming together and talking, we just went our separate ways and just didn't work it out. I regret that because Painesville Speedway to me would be different today if we all would have just worked it out. I take some of the blame on that because all of us are hard-headed.
Couldn't we all just get along?
Evidently, we couldn't at that time. So, and I don't think the Maggios watch my show, but if they are, this is my time to say, for the first time since 2017, I wish we would have worked it out. I apologize for the way it all went down, but I think we four would have killed it. I really do. I think between Painesville and Lorraine, I probably could have convinced them to buy Sandusky at the time, and it would have been great. So, man, I can't believe I just did that.
I've never seen you be remorseful.
I'm not being remorseful. I'm just apologizing.
You also don't apologize, so dude, like what the hell?
Kyle Carlson, Attica Raceway Park is packed every race night. It really is. But again, it goes back to being dirt cars. the sprint cars.
But think about that. If so, they've only raced twice. Let's say twice.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're not stressed about money from the Raynouts because when they do race, they make a killing. It's kind of,
Yeah.
I think that's what he's leaning at.
Yeah.
So Paynesville, you have rain out,
It's a
rain
lot
out,
of
rain out,
stress.
and then you finally have a race. And what if you have no fans in the stands?
It's a lot of stress.
Right. So, and that's probably what he was pointing at is.
And I now it's time for you guys to speak up. So if Scott is watching, what do you think needs to happen to help Scott? What do you want to happen? And don't be a dickhead about it. Let's talk about it in the right way.
Be honest, but don't be an asshole.
Yeah, be honest. Let's start. Let's hit the reset button. Look at Race Week 7. This Friday opening night, I believe. They have rained out every week. Man, listen, they didn't rain last week because we went to Party in the Pines on Friday.
Yes.
I think they've rained every week since. I think this is their first night.
I think so too. And then I got we got some comments up here. So
Okay.
I'll try to get
Butler Motor Speedway opened the whole pit area up for people to go back and get autographs after qualifying. Lots of drivers and tons of. That's actually a pretty good idea. But it's to me, it's to that point where you need to stop listening to everybody, reset your brain, and go back to your original game plan. I say this to every track owner, and I'm going to say this again. Stop bringing in people that don't know how to run an effing entertainment business. If you don't know, listen, just because you ran a car around a racetrack for 20 laps doesn't mean you can run a racetrack. It takes years to learn how to do this. It's not something that happens overnight. And this is every racetrack. I'm not just talking about Paynesville, I'm talking about every track. Stop listening to everybody that has never done this before. Every time I hear a driver, when I hear a driver, and Bill Harkins will tell you, when I hear a driver say, I want to run a racetrack, I cringe. Because it takes years. Drivers don't look at it from an entertainment standpoint, where the people coming in that front gate need to be entertained by those drivers. Now, I don't mean the driver should be out on a tricycle and throwing confetti. I mean, let the fans get to know those drivers. And I said this many times. A driver or somebody that does not know this business should not be telling a track owner how to run a frickin' racetrack. If you want to learn how to run a racetrack and you want to put your 2 cents in and you want to become an event director or race director, work at it. Go watch other racetracks. Stop watching other tracks and going, oh, I should do this and I should do that. It doesn't work well. It does not work well the way you think it is. Nick Arukas was here and told you. He worked from the ground up to become the guy he is today. I followed in his footsteps because he's the one that taught me. Nick is the one that had me cleaning bathrooms, which I hated. He had me in the concession stand, which I hated. I worked the ticket booth, the pit gate. I did everything. I hated it. I wanted to be the guy in the tower watching kids in the stands smile. An event director thinks this way, that has no idea about racing. This is how he thinks. Man, open the gates, the cars are going to come in, we're going to be done racing by 8:30 and we're going to go home. Ain't nobody paying $15 for that. Nobody wants to spend $15. An event director has an open mind. We have to figure out how to get to that point, and you can't do it when you're talking to people that shouldn't be allowed to open a Cracker Jack box, but they want to run a frickin' racetrack. It's not the time to be playing with somebody's money. It's not. And I don't know the agreement with the Maggios and Scott and whatever. I don't know it. But, man, what if they woke up one day and said, this is not going well? Because there's one thing about the Maggios, I can tell you, they're business people. And they worry about business, and they worry about what they have. They're good business people at the end of the day. They know what they're doing. They're not going to sit back and watch shit just fall apart. But all these We were at, okay, so I'll get into Flat Rock and we'll get into this bad crash, but this,
Let's finish up with Scott. This isn't us picking on Scott.
no,
This is where
I'm trying to help
he
Scott.
needs to have like a oh shit moment and dig deep and figure out
This is it.
what was working, what was going right, and then where did this all go wrong and fix it.
He won't
Because
do it.
everybody, no matter what actions happen, everybody notices everything. Appearances are everything, and that's where we are at.
And I want Scott to succeed. I want him to do well. I don't want what's happening right now. And some people are going, oh, he's doing fine. He's doing great. He's doing ever. In my book, I'd be a little worried. Not being mean, I'd be a little worried. And I did reach out to Scott and I said, I'd like to talk to you and see if there's something that we can work out. And I feel like I was blown off, but I just don't feel that he understands where this is truly at right now. I just don't. When your street stock drivers are driving to Jennerstown and they're driving to Midvale and they're driving to this track and that track, there's a problem. Because they all want to race here. Nobody wants to get up Saturday morning and drive 4 hours when you got a track in your backyard.
You guys want to race at your home. And that's what Paynesville is. Paynesville is your home, but you don't want to go to your home and feel like maybe you don't have a chance because you're disrespected or it's just unfair.
What did Zach say?
Today marks the day we all listen and agree with the guy with frosted tips.
Zach, I'm going to kick you in your nuts. And Bill Harkins said, damn, and I'm agreeing with Earl. These damn adult soda pops are messing me all up. But at the end of the day, and I'm not pushing for a job or anything because I'm having fun this summer. I'm just simply saying, stop the listening to everybody that has no freaking clue in what they're doing. If they had a clue, you'd have 1,000 people in the stands, you'd have 120 cars in the pits, and everything would be great. But the street stock drivers that I talk to are going 4 hours away. They're driving 2 hours away to go race somewhere else. Let's say it's 6 cars. It doesn't matter. You lost one. That's all that matters. To me, losing one car, a compact. If I hear a compact driver say, I hate it here, I'm not coming back here no more, I want to know why. How do I fix it? How do I keep you coming here? A compact car.
And that should be the question, no matter if it's an employee or a driver. If they are leaving or they just give up, you need to ask why.
It needs to be, that's what a good promoter does. A good promoter wants to know why from the guys that are upset. Why aren't you coming back? I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable to go up to a driver and go, hey, man, I see you're pissed off. Why aren't you coming back? It's not for you as a promoter to go, oh, yeah, man, a driver knows when you're pacifying them. A driver knows when you're looking through them. The driver wants you to listen and fix it. I don't understand any racetrack that is sitting back going, holy crap, man, it's okay. My street stocks are driving 4 hours on Saturday when all I have to do is change a couple things.
That should be panic mode right there.
So Bill Harkins says, every car you lose, minimum 5 total gate sales. That's true,
It
dude.
equals minimum.
And Bill's being generous with that number because when you think about this is the way I want you to think about the numbers. So if you're sitting at home or you're in your garage, I want you to listen to this number. When a guy like Josh Way, don't care if you like him or not, don't care. I don't look at Josh Way as likable or not likable. I don't look at him that way. I look at Josh Way as, all right, this guy's bringing in the pits 20 people in the pits. Those 20 people have family members that are sitting in the stands. So let's add another 20 sitting in the stands. So you have 40 paid admission, front and back. You're just losing all that. And I understand, and again, I don't want to talk about Josh and why he was DQ'd because I want to talk to Josh about it. Because Josh will tell me why he was DQ'd. I don't want to talk about he was DQ'd for this and that. I want to hear from Josh. But if it's a nose piece or the brakes or whatever, the rules are the rules. But you go to him or these other guys and you go, how do I make it better? You just let them go, see ya.
But you have to, like, even, so you may look at like that with Josh bringing how many people, but you also have to look at I consider us the little people.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just sometimes me and you, or
Yeah.
we have one other person. So you have to be fair to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're, losing Josh, who brings 3 cars and X amount of people, or you're losing us, who is just 2 people. Every person should be treated fairly and should be as important, because the first thing people look at they go on My Race Pass and they go, ugh, 32 cars? What's up with that? That's the first thing you look at is, well, how many cars are in the pits?
Here's a good example. So you get a guy back in the day like Dale Marsh. Let's go with Dale. I'm not going to say Joey, because people came to see what Joey was doing. So he's a bad example. So Dale Marsh would come in and be him and a couple guys, Kurt from Mr. Muffler or whoever. So let's just say there was 3 guys with Dale Marsh. So it was Dale, his girlfriend, and Kurt. Let's just say it's them 3. We know there's probably more, but let's just say 3. But you're not counting the fact that Dale brought in 50 people in the stands to see what Dale was going to do that night. To see the week before he jumped in Scotty Harris's car and started drama. So there's more to it than that. So we'll get back. Fans look at him as a cheater. They do, and that's why I want to get him on here, Mylene, to find out what is going on.
Next
I really seriously want to talk to Josh and hear his side of it. It's not fair for all this to be happening, and I don't know what happened on his end. Bill Harkins, 30 to 50 people minimum with Josh. Like him or hate him, it's about the gate sales, and that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. Bill, thank you, sir. Earl Goldie said transparency. And I think we hit on that with Ernie. I don't think Ernie, because he's been through a lot, and we've known Ernie a long time. I don't think Ernie wants to be looked at that way anyways. He's such a nice guy to everybody. Like when he comes over to me, if there's something wrong with the car, he tells me, and then I get it fixed.
Joe March says, I think I wouldn't turn any street stock away as long as they run the same tires and close to the rules. Let them run this year just to get the cars on the track and the fans in the stands. Then in the off season, get everybody together and go over the rules.
Absolutely well said. Couldn't say any better myself. That's the way, honestly, it should be. And seeing these guys going this weekend is just, it's crazy. But, you hear so much stuff and everything that's going on. And I'm only saying it because I have so much passion for Painesville to succeed. Like it really bugs the piss. I stay up at night thinking about it, and it bothers me that it's 3 weeks in and it's a shit show with everybody just attacking. So tonight, let's hit the reset button. Let's reset it. Let's see what's going on. Let's give them the benefit of doubt. Let's see what's happening. I can tell you, there's no way I can get some of these street stocks to stay. They're going. They're going. Their car's already set up. Earl's car's already loaded. But I want to talk to Josh to see what Josh's thought is. But I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. To Scott and to every racetrack owner out there or promoter out there or whatever. Stop being friends with your employees. Your friends should not be working at your racetrack. Your employees should be people that have come in that people do not know, so you have credibility. And to hire people, and I don't mean this with what's going on now, because I don't know who, I think Robbie is in the tower. I haven't talked to Robbie in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But stop right now. Stop bringing people in and throwing them in positions they don't belong in. Stop listening to people. Stop it. And if you don't, then there's nothing else we can do. None of us, and I mean hundreds of us, that support this racetrack and other racetracks, at some point, they just put their hands in there and they go, we tried. And at that point, it's too late. So hit that damn reset button tonight, everybody. Just hit it. Just hit it. Let's see what can happen. But I'm telling you, you got to stop right now. and you have to pull your head out of your ass, and you got to start focusing on this is an entertainment facility, and people want to come here and have fun, and they want to race, and they want to bring their kids and have a great time. And they should not be going on Facebook and seeing this guy shouldn't be the tech guy, and this guy shouldn't be working the concession, and this guy should be doing this. You set yourself up for that back in the winter. Nobody that is friends. I've never hired a friend. The only friend I've ever hired at a racetrack was Chris Mize.
And even that had its ups and downs.
We got in fights. We'd scream at each other. There's nights that Chris would get so mad he'd rip his headset off and leave.
I've seen you guys nose to nose. It
Like screaming at
wasn't
each
good.
other.
Yeah.
Because we understand at the end of the day, we would look at those grandstands and go, we're here for them, not for us.
Yep.
Those people in those stands just paid money to get in. They want to see the best drivers in Ohio. And I'll say this to my dying day. You can put this on my casket. Write it on the wood. Painesville's the best racing for entertainment in the country. I put Painesville Speedway above Bowman Gray. And Bowman Gray puts on some racing, some bumping and banging. But Painesville Speedway, to me, I could make the best racetrack in the world, but it means nothing. It means nothing if you don't understand the business. If you don't understand the business, you've got to stop, reset by yourself, and just reset it. It was said to me today, man, you got to watch what you say. You're going to get thrown out of Painesville. So what? I don't want to get thrown out of Painesville. I'm the guy trying to help the damn place for free.
We've been thrown out of Painesville before.
I was going to say.
I was going to say we were banned for a few years.
Since 1984, I've been thrown out of Painesville Speedway. Nick Arukas was the first one to throw me out. But I don't want to get thrown out. I want my car to be there. I want, when my weekend's off, when I'm not working or if I'm not going to plan races, and that was the other thing. I know I should have shared it, but I told Earl months ago, I want to go travel different tracks to experience it because I haven't raced in so long. I'm so freaking mad at myself that I can't beat Michael Henderson at Painesville Speedway. I went and rebuilt the whole car. This ain't the same car. And if I go out there and I still can't beat Michael Henderson, I quit. I give up.
You're not quitting or giving up.
I'm telling you right now, everybody knows where this car's been over the past 2 weeks, what it's been through. I'm telling you right now, it's all because of Michael Henderson. I ain't worried about anybody else on that track but Michael. That's it.
Why are you using Purell right now?
Because I'm sweating.
So Purell's going to get rid of the sweat?
So
Are you that fired up?
Yes.
Okay.
So my thing with me and Michael is, since we've been kids, all you racers have somebody. You have somebody that you're like, God damn, I want to beat him. Michael's that guy because Michael gets in my head just over stupid shit. Jason Crancy. I put a guy with the same last name as me on the trailer.
More than once.
More than once. Integrity means everything. Bam. Bam. Jason, you are right, dude. But that's the way we were taught, Jason. It's not favoritism to anybody. Our generation of guys that grew up, me, you, Ray Dorco, Mark Alata, all these guys, we're not built that way. And I'll be damned that I didn't just work 35 years as a promoter to have someone go, Jerry Smith shows favoritism. I would lose my shit.
You black flagged your brother?
My brother, I throw a nephew out of the racetrack.
I remember that. Yes, I do.
Just enough. Let's hit the reset button. Let's hit that button tonight. Let's see what Scott does. Let's see what he's got.
Everybody's got to take a deep breath, but it also has to go both ways. If everyone's to say their opinions, Scott has to be willing to listen.
He's got to listen.
He has to listen.
He's got to
because
listen.
then we're all just going to keep doing this every single week.
I'm not saying Scott should shut his day down and talk to me. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I believe that I could turn that place around tomorrow, fill the grandstands in the pits, but I don't think he listens. I don't think he wants to hear it. I think if I was in Scott's position, at some point I would go, man, keep bringing all these guys in and listen to all their good opinions when I had a plan. I had a plan. Bam, 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 bam. And that plan is not there anymore. And I think if I was Scott, and I said this, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. If I was Scott, with the rainouts that he had, I'd be panicking myself. We owned 2 racetracks before. We owned 2 dirt tracks. When it rained, what did we do? We panicked.
Yes, we did.
Because our insurance for a dirt track back then was $2,500 a night. And once you said you were racing, you paid it.
We were week by week.
Yep.
We didn't have a bunch of money saved up. It was week by week. We had to have good weeks.
If Jerry gets thrown out of Painesville because of saying this, and you might as well give up on the track being open and changing. I just want it to be better. I want all of us to take a breath and hit the reset button. I want Earl Goldie. I want Josh Way. I want Davey. I keep wanting to say Davey Allison.
Okay.
Davey Lawson. I want all these guys at home. I want them to be putting on shows. I want all the street stock guys. Hell, Joe Marsh could race a figure 8 car. I'd freaking find him a figure 8 car and put him out in a figure 8 car. Something. Get it back to the way it was. And I just want you guys to understand how it's just passionate to me. It's the place that we all grew up. We all been there. Since I was a kid, I started going there with my dad in 1974, 75, something like that.
I feel like this has been boiling over for a few weeks.
You think?
Yeah. And then this weekend's drama kind of just
Yeah.
pushed you over the edge. So
I know I got it sometimes. I got to learn to shut my mouth. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'd rather be thrown out for speaking the truth than sit back and not done nothing. So
I think people would rather hear your honesty.
yeah, and I don't think Scott's going to throw me out, but if he does, then so be it. But let's talk a little bit about racing elsewhere. Went to Flat Rock Saturday. If you have not been to Flat Rock, it's a really fast quarter mile. They had the late models
It's
there.
in Michigan.
Yeah, Flat Rock, Michigan. It's owned by the Drager family, ARCA, or Ron Drager and his family. We delivered a couple cars to the auction, decided to go over there. Get over there, ran into Earl Goldie and Albert Francis.
Yes.
That's who, right?
Yeah, Albert was racing.
Chloe Mazzagatti. I got to say, too, man, if you guys have not seen Chloe Mazzagatti race, she was so calm, cool, and collective in that race. Where me as a driver, I'm sitting there going, man, hit the guy in front of you. She just didn't do it. But watching Albert, didn't he go to the back twice?
Yeah. So he had an issue. He went in the pits. Then he came back out. Then the next caution, he just dropped to the back. And then he was patient, worked his way up, and I think he finished fourth.
I think Albert, the first time he came into pits, if I'm not mistaken, I think Earl changed the motor, trans, and the rear end and sent him back out there because the guy.
Yeah, all in a few caution laps.
Yeah, all in a couple, like 4 caution laps, Earl changed everything on the car.
Wild, yeah.
But Albert went to the back and right up to the front again, and then had to go back to the back again. Mm-hmm. But those cars are pretty badass cars. The CRA cars are pretty fast, But I got to tell you, one of the things that I've always loved about the Dragers, it's all about family entertainment. And I don't want to tell you my part, and I don't want you to say it either. About the go-kart thing that I said. Remember I said we're going to put a go-kart.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't
That's
mention
right. Now I remember it. Okay, yep.
Family entertainment at its best. The Dragers did great. So there was an incident. And I want to talk about this incident because I'm going to have Lenny on the show here in a couple days. So I'll be doing another show this week, but it's going to be with Lenny and some of the things that happened. Man, but I got to tell you, all of us have been to a weekly racetrack that have seen a devastating crash. So your track might be Midvale, Cloverleaf, or whatever. But all my years of doing this and being around this, the crash that Lenny did in an outlaw late model at Flat Rock, I believe I just turned my head for a split second. I mean, a split second. And I heard the start of the crash, and I looked, and Lenny launched off the car, another late model so what happened is the caution came out in front of him. Those guys came up. The guy that was in front of Lenny was trying to avoid the crash going into 1, and he turned to the right. At the same exact time, Lenny in the 0 was coming, and he launched off of him. Now, from the time that he hit hit that car, before he hit that wall, his car picked up speed. It looked like 300 mile an hour.
Yeah.
From the time he impacted that car, went airborne, hit the wall, helicoptered, flipped, and then rolled down the track in turns 1 and 2. One of the most horrific late model crashes I've ever seen.
We all went running because we thought he was going over the fence, the
Yeah,
mesh fence.
he did look like he was going over the fence because the hood was definitely going over the fence.
Yeah, it was.
But of all my years of seeing crashes, this one was bad. So he rolls over and he's on his roof, and the front of the car is aiming towards the infield. And I'm looking down in the car and I see this white helmet. And we'll talk about this more when Lenny's on the show. I personally thought we just lost a race car driver that night. The way the helmet was cocked. And I think I looked over at Earl and I said, and Earl might even said it to me, but one of us looked at each other and went, this ain't good. I think we just lost this guy.
Earl just commented and said, craziest shit ever.
So Earl, if you said it, I apologize, but we looked at each other. As drivers, we know, we have that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And just the way Earl and I were like looking at his helmet, his head all cockeyed, and just like you couldn't even put his head that way if you tried to stage it because his head was so awkward about it. But we looked at each other, we're like, oh man, this ain't good. But he was okay. He was okay after the crash. So he's upside down. People are yelling, fire, 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 fire. The safety crew knows that it's on fire. I hope they knew it was on fire because they come running up to the front. But it caused a little bit of panic because everybody in the pits is just trying to help the safety crew to tell them, hey, this car's on fire, put it out. This guy's trapped in this car. As Earl and I, as drivers, stand there and Albert standing there, and Earl ain't joking either. He thought his head popped off. He's not joking. Earl was like, oh my God, I think he's decapitated. Because his head was sitting like so weird. It was the weirdest position of a head with a Hans device on. So his head shouldn't even have been in that position that it was in. But, so they're all screaming, people are screaming, fire, fire, fire. I don't see the helmet moving. The safety crew comes running up. People are yelling again to the safety crew. They talk to him. They immediately, he's talking. He didn't say it was okay, but he was talking. And Earl and I looked at each other and went, oh my God. Like, I can't believe this guy just survived this crash. I'm telling you people, if I get a hold of the video, which I'm trying to get a hold of.
Did he say there's video?
He said there's video.
Oh.
He's going to try to get it for us.
We haven't found it anywhere.
No.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people don't want to release it because it's that bad of a crash.
Yeah. I mean,
But hopefully we can get some video of it. When you watch this crash and you see this car again, if you go below on our Facebook down to the photos, they don't give it justice. There's not a straight bar. I think Earl, if you can tell us, man, I was the one bar by his head, was it bent in? I can't remember. You and I were looking at the cage. But I had a nice conversation with Lenny earlier on the phone, a great guy. Car was built the way you're supposed to build them. And he told me, and we'll talk about this more because I don't want to really give a lot away, which I already have.
Mm-hmm.
He said, without that Hans device, he'd have been dead.
Mm.
He said his head immediately on impact, it happened so fast that he didn't have time to blink.
Yeah.
He don't even, all he remembers is being on his roof. It happened that fast.
Did he ever lose consciousness?
He thinks he did. I think he said he did from the point of hitting the car because he hit the car so fast.
The moment I'd go in the air, I feel like I would pass out just from fear. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know.
Yeah, Braden, the photos that we posted on there don't give it justice, brother.
Oh, Bill Harkin said there was video of it on YouTube and it got pulled down.
Yeah, he kind of said it probably would be. So he's trying to find some video for us.
Why would they pull it down?
Because it is bad.
I mean, but it wasn't a fatality, so why would they pull it down?
I'll tell you off air. I don't want to tell you on air, but some people have to take that down for inspection reasons, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Until it's released, it has to be what it is.
Okay.
So when we would take a car when a bad wreck would happen, or if we had a fatality at a truck,
you didn't pound
we didn't
it.
pound the car and take it and blah, blah, blah. But he was allowed to take it home.
Oh, Bill said it only takes 3 complaints for it to be taken down. Well,
Oh,
so people complained.
that could be. But I understand why some people find it very. I'm telling you, man, Bill, this guy launches off and hits that wall and helicopters in front of us. Like,
And did everybody went running and didn't you say I just stood there and watched the car?
yeah, all of us went running. Laura's just standing there. She was all by herself. I had to grab her and push her back.
Because I was like in awe of how high in the air the car was, and it was flipping, and I saw the hood flying. I just was in awe that I forgot I was supposed to go run.
And then listen, you guys know how tall fences are. This car it didn't come over the fence, but it was higher than the fence. He helicoptered and flipped higher than the fence. But we'll have him on in a couple days. We're going to do a nice interview with him and his son. But I really, Earl made a point too, because I was sitting there talking to Earl. I was kind of like panicking a little bit as a promoter. I'm panicking. Oh my God, they got to get over here, man. This thing's going to blow up, man. It's going to catch on fire. And Earl goes, relax. It's got a ball in the fuel cell. I should have known better, but I don't think like that. I think all these people are standing around this car. There's gas. So the gas I seen coming out was out of I think Earl said the fuel line broke off. And that was the gas I seen pouring out. When I thought it was actually.
I recorded the whole thing after he landed upside down. I'll have to look and see if we can see that on the video.
He said Harkin said he seen the video. It was nasty. And it really was, man. And to talk to him today, I said, how sore were you? And he goes, I really wasn't that sore. I'm very badly bruised.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the car is scrap. It'll never be a race car again on there. But he's raced there. Him and his family have raced there for, I think he said 40 years they've been there. Earl said, and the fuel cell did its job. Can't put a price on safety part. And listen, Earl, I don't know if you remember this. I said, man, if I come here and race, which we're going to go race at Flat Rock once, man, I don't need no damn Hans device here on there. And then look what happened.
It's mandatory, though.
It's mandatory. I didn't know it was mandatory, but
well,
this accident happens after Earl and I were talking about a Hans device.
And
the guy said the Hans device saved his life. And Harkins, all the racing you've done with ASA and Hooters Cup Car and all that stuff, man, how many times did the Hans device save people's lives? You know what I mean? I mean, that's to me pretty, man, I thought we lost a race.
The last time you had to wear a Hans device was when you raced sprint cars.
The sprint car, yeah.
Yeah, so
is
this the only track that's mandatory?
Anything that has to do with ARCA,
that's right.
And stuff. But most of those guys do, and I don't know if Earl and them run a Hans device or not, but I hate being restricted, but I'd rather be alive and not eating out of a straw.
Oh, Dominic said it saved Vinny's.
Oh, Dominic had a Hans on? I didn't know he had Hans on.
Vinny.
Or Vinny, yeah. I didn't know he had one on.
That's interesting. Well, and his wreck was about as nasty as as this guy. You know what I mean? As Lenny. So
I'm gonna stay on until 10 o'clock. We'll go right off at 10 o'clock. But
lies.
No, we will be done at 10.
Okay.
If you're now just joining us, go back and watch some of the video. But I think it was a great show.
I do know you wanted to hit on that one point about Flat Rock that you disagreed with that rule with the cars with spinny.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. So one of the things I was always taught, and I think Nick did it. I can't remember. So Nick Arugas, if I'm wrong, I apologize. You know I don't like overstepping my bounds. I've always been a firm believer that the person working the tower, whoever your race director is, whoever your score, who's ever making the calls. So when I run a racetrack, this is how it works. I have a race director in the tower that makes the calls, along with the flagman, along with the pit shoot person, and along with somebody that's on the backstretch that's working the tow truck or something. So I tell everybody, before we make a call, let's all talk. Unless you have video, then you can go back and watch the video. And years ago at Lorraine, and Jim Foose is probably going to tell me who it was, Phil Rosen was winning a late model race. There was like 2 laps to go, huge payout, and he got spun. And Terry Adams put both of them to the back, spinner, spinny. I cannot, for the life of me, stand that rule. Cannot stand it. It is a coward's way out. And listen, I'm only saying this because at Flat Rock, the leader got taken out and he got put to the tail. Both of them got put to the tail. Yes. The guy worked his ass off to get up front, holding this guy off until this guy, I'm not saying he did it intentionally, he was going for to the lead, and they both spun around. But that spinner spinny rule is the biggest that tells me that the tower is scared to make a call.
Yes.
Scared. And listen, I had to make some tough calls, man, working towers. Now I put a race director that believes in the same thing I believe in, and someone needs to be paying attention. If nobody's seen those leaders taken out, I put them right back up front and restart the race. Because it's not fair that we weren't paying attention doing our jobs and one of those guys just got screwed. I just don't believe in it. To me, it's the worst rule. And I feel so bad for the guy who was out front and got taken out. Because he had to go to tail. And I think there was only, 5 laps left?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, there was a
No?
lot more than that. But it was like a really good battle. And then that happened. And everyone was just disappointed because it was to the leaders, wasn't it?
Yeah, the two leaders.
So it just.
Jason Crancy said, Spinney sucks. Terry Adams used it for. Yeah, man. Jason, I just don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Why? Listen, if you're in the tower, Jason, I'm in the tower. You're on the flag stand. We're some of the two. You and I, we're the best that there is. If I yell down at you and you say you didn't see it and I didn't see it, put them back up and let's go back racing. But to put that leader to the back, and I wish I could remember who it was with Phil Rosem at Lorraine, and I think it was with 2 laps to go, he got taken out, and Terry put him bolt to the tail. Why would Rosem be punished, or any driver be punished and put to the tail? It is such a weak-ass rule. In any series that runs it, is your race director shouldn't be doing his job. Every race should have. Listen, nowadays everything's on Flow TV. Everything's on Flow TV. You can't tell me you can't put a monitor up in your tower and go back and watch what happened. It's a coward way out. I can't stand it. I cannot. I was so damn mad because I was like, man, this guy's getting a spot back. He's going to wait. And Laura goes, no, they both went to the tail.
Is that a track rule or is that series?
I think it was a CRA series.
Because was that second race that we watched, was that a sanctioned
No, so
body, or is that
so it was ARCA.
So that would have been Flat Rock's rule.
Yeah, so it's Flat Rock's rule. So I'll have to look in the rules to see if that's what it is. But,
Yeah. Okay.
and it might have been that rule forever. So it was the Outlaw late models. Because I think it was the 33, wasn't it?
Wasn't it the 33 and the 16? Or no. Wait. Yeah, because whoever it was, remember they worked their way back up.
Yeah, so I think it was the 33 that got taken out.
Yeah.
But man, dude, you did a hell of a job coming back up to the front, man. Nobody was going to beat the 16 car that Saturday night. It was badass, man. But the spinny rule. I'm telling you, if I go to a track and there's a spinny rule, I don't think I want to race there. That tells me that you guys are not competent enough. You don't believe in yourselves.
Yeah.
When your officials get to the racetrack, believe in yourself. Trust yourself. You make the bad call, so what? At least the guy that just spent all his damn money to come up here just almost won the race with 2 laps to go don't get put to the back because some knucklehead overdrove into the corner.
I always thought it was like the race director. If they didn't see it, they asked the flag person. If the flag
That's the way
person
it's
didn't
always
see
been.
it, you ask one of the cornermen. If they didn't see it, screw it. Everybody back to your positions.
Yeah, you cannot punish a guy that just ran 48 laps in 100-degree weather, just spent 10 grand to come there to race your track, and then you tell them you're going to the tail because the knucklehead on the outside took you out. It's just not fair, man. I hate that rule. Cannot stand it. I wasn't working for Terry at the time. He told me he used to because he didn't have anybody good enough to make the calls. Working with Nick, he went around the horn and took everybody's input. I had some good guys back on the back straightaway. Dolan was one of the top guys back there. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. But Terry, man, I just couldn't stand it. I could not. That race, that Rosem race, I will always remember for the rest of my life because 2 laps to go, I believe. I wish Fu Sr. or Chuck Chapman was watching because they would tell me exactly what race I'm talking about because they were there that night with us. But it's just a rule. And I understand some tracks. Flat Rock would be the last racetrack that I would use a spinny because you have so many employees around there watching everything. You have a young man by the name of Logan working the pick or the chute gate to let you off the track. You have another gentleman on the other side that can see down the backstretch. Your tower people. There's no reason for there to be a spinny rule at Flat Rock. None.
And we will have Logan on one of our future episodes.
We will have Logan on.
Logan is he was the announcer at Sandusky Speedway last year.
And now he's working at Flat Rock, and he's traveling around. I think he's going to do some spotting for ARCA.
He did say that, yeah.
A couple ARCA drivers.
He had the best spot for that flip.
Oh, yeah, he was right there.
I know.
I said, Logan, what'd you think? He goes, I blacked out. He goes, I thought it was hitting me.
Seriously.
Not realizing, but.
Oh, yeah.
And then one other thing I want to talk about was Thor Sports having another bad week. And these guys, I feel so bad for all the crew chiefs, all the car members, the drivers, man. What a rough start of the season for these guys.
Yeah, I think the only one that finished the race was Jake.
I honestly thought Ben was going to be going for the win. But and this is what happened to Ben.
He brushed the wall at one point. Ty smashed the wall, and then Cole.
Is my blood pressure up? My face that red?
Yes, it is.
Oh boy.
And Cole cut a tire and wrecked somebody else. So I think Jake was on. Yeah, you are that fired up.
So
you need some blood pressure pills.
Let me tell you how Ben's day started. If you weren't watching,
oh my lord.
He ran out of fuel during qualifying.
I still can't figure that one out.
Did you hear what I said? Hello. He ran out of fuel in qualifying.
Is that like legit? Like, did that really?
It's hard to believe that a car or truck ran out of fuel during qualifying.
I'm not buying it.
And I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. I'm trying to make light of it a little bit, a tad. But your champion, the 99 truck, who's a past champion, one of the best drivers in the series, ran out of fuel during qualifying. And you can't get away with it. You can't hide it. You can't come across the radio and say, hey, don't tell anybody we ran out of fuel in qualifying. I just don't.
I mean, isn't qualifying just. Yeah, it is legit. I see it here on.
He ran out of fuel during qualifying.
So isn't it just like 2 laps for qualifying? And you just need like a little splash in your tank?
Yep.
So when they transport those trucks, are the fuel tanks empty?
No, they got a little bit in there. Not a lot.
Okay, how does this even?
But
who's in charge?
I got to get Rich on that. I got to finally get Rich on the show. I've had it. I got to get him on the show.
He'll probably have to do like a video call. I'm sure he's not going to.
And I got to tell you, hearing Rich lose his shit over the radio, I fucking lost. I burst out laughing. It wasn't funny at the time, but it was funny.
Yeah, because we were driving in the car and we had the Cole Butcher radio on the scanner in our car, and all of a sudden you hear something like, "You guys won't fucking stop talking. I've been trying to talk for the last 2 minutes," or something like that.
The fucking guy was trying to call his driver to make sure he was okay, or something. You hear Rich going, "Can you guys shut the fuck up?" The passion that these guys have. You got to remember too, Rich Lucius don't like losing. He's always had a winner. He's always had a competitive truck. He's always been in victory lane, wins championships. So they put him with Cole because Rich is probably the guy to teach Cole how to do this and win races. But it's got to be so frustrating for him right now.
Yeah, I mean, you win two championships, and then right now it's just. I mean, I think Cole's wrecked in every race but 2. That's. Yeah. I mean, and again, some of it's Cole's fault, some of it's not. But
I want to go visit Thor Sports, but I don't want to go downstairs to see all the red trucks.
Right. Well, that has to be frustrating because that's a lot of trucks to be fixing.
Yeah, it is. These guys are working their butts off, and it's not getting easy.
Cole's a rookie. He's never raced trucks before, so we have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
The last couple ones haven't been on him though.
No.
This last one I think was on him.
And he's a very accomplished late model driver, so it's not racing ability. It's maybe the track. It's maybe getting used to the truck still.
Brandon said I'm blushing. No, my blood pressure's up. This whole show has been blood pressure.
Yeah, he'll be taking some lisinopril in a few minutes.
So.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, guys, we only have a couple more minutes. I hope I wasn't too rough.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to put the video on here, but we need to definitely address the hit in NASCAR with Christopher Bell. How he took what they say could be the hardest hit NASCAR has ever seen.
That was a hard hit.
And he's walking away with just I think a fractured wrist, but he's still going to race this weekend.
Why don't you pull that mic towards you and do your rundown?
Oh.
Or do you want to come over here and do it?
I shut those off.
Well, you can't because this is going to follow me.
Oh yeah, here. Well, here. Let me add this to the stage.
We'll do our little Kyle Carlson pit rundown for you guys. Let's see.
Am I on the camera? I don't even know if I'm on the camera or not.
It's best that you're not.
Can you even see me?
No.
Can you tell me if you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Can you hear me? That's the thing. I don't know if you can hear me. All right. Anywho, since I'm not on behind the controls, I have no idea if you can hear me or at all. So maybe it's best if you can't hear me. But we're going to go here with the Racing Roundup from this week, brought to you by the Pitgate YouTube channel. Go visit the YouTube Pitgate channel, the Pitgate. Let me say this right. Kyle Carlson does a fantastic job of covering local racing, and he is the one that puts together these fantastic lists for us. So we're going to start with Wednesday, June 10th, the Muskingum County Speedway Dirt Cup. 12 Lucas Oil late model drivers versus 12 World of Outlaws late models drivers in a winner-take-all battle for the cup. $45 all access, adults, $25 all access for kids, racing at 8 p.m. Friday, June 12th, we have the Ohio Sprint Week starts, that's kind of cool. We had some Ohio Sprint drivers that were in here earlier. Attica Raceway Park. Didn't Tanner say he's trying Attica?
Yeah. Yep.
So who you saw tonight, Tanner, he'll be racing there. Attica Raceway Park hosts the All-Star Circuit of Champions, late models and vintage cars. $30 general admission. Racing starts at 7:45. We have Hilltop Speedway, the Ohio Valley Late Model Series, the UMP Modifieds, Crown Vics, Sport Modifieds, Mod Lights, Mini Stocks, 7 p.m. start, $15 general admission. We have Plymouth Motor Speedway, the Outlaw 350 Supers. We have a lot of friends that race the Outlaw 350s.
I should be in one of those, but
yes.
no thanks. Right, Doug?
So yes, good luck to all of our friends that are racing. They finally get to do their first race.
Yeah.
This is their first race because everything's been rained out.
Almost the middle of June.
Yes, so they also race in street stocks. Street stocks. You looked into that track?
No.
Okay. 4 cylinders. I have to hurry because my iPad's at 5%. 4 cylinders, factory Fords, Hornets, and $20 general admission, 7:30 p.m. start time. Please note this is a cash-only facility. Saturday, June 13th, we have Shady Bowl Speedway. They're running the Outlaw 350 Super Modified. So you can watch them Friday at Plymouth, Saturday at Shady Bowl, the 350 Supers. Crown Vics, Rumble of the Thunder, bless you. Rumble of the Thunder Series, race number 1, 55-lap compact race, Wet and Wild 75 Enduro, and start time and admission price are unavailable at the time of posting. Midvale Speedway, unfortunate, they got rained out last week.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody rained out, I think, except for Paynesville. Midvale has the Night of Destruction, Enduro, Trailer Park Race, Burnouts, and lots more. $20 general admission, 5 p.m. start. Ona Speedway has the Great Lakes Truck Series, late models, street stocks, legends, U-Cars, Crown Vics, compacts, $15 general admission, 6:30 start. And to finish this up, we have what we have talked about tonight, Paynesville Speedway. Saturday, June 13th, they have the compact King's Ransom. So those of you that aren't familiar with the King's Ransom, at the beginning of the year, they told us it'd be something that would be decided the night of.
Surprise!
Surprise. Well, this is not night of. This is kind of in advance that they're doing the King's Ransom for the compacts this Saturday, $1,500 to win.
Just do me a favor. If you're in the King's Ransom race, just act surprised.
Like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, we're getting $1,500. Oh my God.
We're the King's Ransom tonight? Oh my gosh. Racing starts at 6 p.m. at Paynesville Speedway this Saturday. And that is your race roundup brought to you by the Pitgate YouTube channel.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you. So let's just kind of recap what we talked about tonight. So hopefully, if I ruffled a little feathers, I'm just trying to get everybody to understand, the direction that I see things heading. And I get a little nervous, and maybe I shouldn't. I really want racetracks, especially our home, to stop listening to people that have no clue what they're doing. None. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. Let's figure out the thing with Ernie, get it done. Call Mark Alata, let him in the garage, but stop going after the Hills because they're not doing anything wrong. It's not necessary. Just go there Saturday night, support them, especially the King's Ransom. Hopefully there's going to be some other cars, some other tracks coming to support it. But, man, just please, if you ever listen to me, if you've ever been at that track when I've been a part of it, helping it do good, you understand I know what I'm talking about. You don't need somebody always telling you what to do and how to do it. Go back to your plan A and follow it. Stop trying to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Just go back to your plan. And if you don't, then what are you going to do?
I also forgot to do one more thing. Actually, 2 more things
Okay.
real quick. R.I.P. Ned Jarrett. He passed away this past week.
Poor Ned Jarrett.
Yes.
Let me be honest with you, though. I thought he died like 10 years ago. I'm not being funny. I really thought he
Why
passed
did
away.
I feel like you were going to say that?
I know. I really thought that he
You
died.
say that every time somebody dies. You're like, oh, that person already passed away. So rest in peace.
How old was
Ned
he?
Jarrett. I'm not sure, but he was.
I think it was like 130.
Anyhow, and my final thing I need to say is if you have not been competing in our NASCAR picks contest that we're having on our Facebook, it is a great contest. Josh Poor has taken a 2-point lead over
Cheater.
Tony Ski.
Tony Ski.
And it's actually Tony Ski and Joe Marsh are tied for second.
That's crazy.
Joe Marsh I think he won one time this weekend. So Joe Marsh is like,
He won 3 times last week.
and then once this week. So
Yeah.
now he is in a tie for second. So it is a real close. So at any time you can jump in. When you see our post up, this is get your picks in. Just put your pick in, and if you happen to win, if by chance nobody has picked the winner, we default to second. We default to third. And then it's a real close battle. So we're actually having a good time with it.
And then Braden wants to know if I'm going to be there this weekend. So let me tell everybody why I haven't been there. The week before, I had my car ripped apart, waiting on parts. The whole front's been redone because of Henderson. This past weekend, I had to work. Everybody knows if you see my trucks out, you know I'm working. The Saturdays, so what's happening is because we had so much rain that all the paving companies, so we do paving companies, we do seal coating, and we do tree companies. That's our main business. That's how we survive. It's been so backed up that like today, we had 3 jobs this morning and then 1 this afternoon. Tomorrow, we got to get up. We have 2 jobs in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And they were doing that into the weekend. So Saturday morning, we got up. I couldn't go racing anywhere. Saturday morning, we got up, did a seal coating job, loaded the cars, took them to Toledo Auto Auction. At the last minute, I said to Laura, I said, hey, let's go over to Flat Rock. So we went over to Flat Rock. But the best part of that whole trip was Twin Peaks, man. We were in Toledo at Twin Peaks.
Like 5 miles from where the mass shooting
Where
was.
that mass shooting was, man. It was like,
Like,
it was pretty scary. I didn't really realize it. I asked the server, I'm like, where is everybody? Why it's Saturday night? Why is this place so dead? And she goes, there was a mass shooting up the road. I'm like, what?
yeah, it was like national news, and we're like 5 miles from there. So we're driving home trying to like look on the road for the suspect. Braden said there should be some Midvale guys coming up Saturday for
I hope
Saturday's
so.
King's Ransom. And Tony Ski said that Ned Jarrett was 93 years old, and that was
Wow.
one hell of a life.
Not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but
Absolutely.
I thought he was a lot older than that. I really did.
Well, because you see Dale Jarrett on TV. And
Yeah.
he's up there. I mean, he's grayed up pretty much.
Dale
and
Jarrett
so-
actually looks older than his dad did.
Yeah, so like you have to think. Well, Dale's up there. Ned had to be up there.
We
so.
got to remember too, Dale was racing Cup on Sunday or Saturday or whatever, and delivering UPS the rest of the week. So.
Shut up. You're such an idiot.
All right, before we go, I got 2 minutes before we sign off. Anybody want to talk to me or yell at me over anything before we
How
let you go?
did this turn into a 3-hour show?
Yeah, and then I'm going to do another one this week with
Lenny Roberts.
With- Lenny Roberts from Flat Rock. I'm trying to get him and his son on.
Well,
And I did say if we can't do it video, that we'll just make a trip there and do it there in his racing garage.
if they have a computer or if they have a phone, I can make it easy for them. Send them a link and we can do something cool here.
Yeah,
And we can even do a 2-part like we did today. We could do a first hour with him. We could do the second one with somebody else.
I am trying to figure out racing for Saturday. We know we got work Saturday morning, so it just gets exhausting when you're out. You get up in the morning at 4 a.m. and you go out, and a lot of people are going, I could do that every day, but we don't. And then you're out until midnight, 1 o'clock, impounding cars and
well,
repoing and
you
all
have
that
to
stuff.
figure, well, at least get the car
So-
ready in case we can race.
I
Saturday.
promise you, I'm coming back to Paynesville because Mike Henderson's in my crosshairs. I gotta beat this guy. I gotta outqualify him.
You're so violent.
I'm not gonna get physical and push him in a wall or anything. I'm just saying I gotta. It drives me nuts that little Mike Henderson, he's not so little, but little Mike Henderson is out qualifying me. It drives me freaking nuts.
Push that mic away from you. It's just, it's in my screen. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
It just, then he'll send me text, working on a car.
Oh, he's been trolling you this whole show.
Has he really?
Or a lot. Oh, I should say a lot of the show at the beginning.
I knew it.
I wasn't putting all the comments up on the screen because I wanted to make it about the.
He should be,
I wanted to make it about the young guns.
He should be getting ready for his bar mitzvah or something. Instead of messing with me. Little Mike Henderson, I'm trying to out-qualify him. I don't care what I do. I don't care if I win a feature. I don't care. All I want to do is out-qualify him. And you can't do that when your car's pushing like a freight train.
All right, I think you've said enough on this show.
So-
We're at the 3-hour mark. So.
Everybody, hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Have fun racing this weekend, whatever track you go to. To the guys traveling the Wheelman Series, going to Jennerstown, good luck to all you guys. Everybody going to Midvale, good luck. To all the Flat Rock Speedway fans that tuned in tonight, we'll have another separate show in a couple days. And
We need to get some Flat Rock and Toledo drivers on here. Let's let Logan be in charge of it since he knows the drivers.
yeah,
I mean, they can't obviously come this far, but we can do video calls with them. So.
well, I appreciate everybody. Thank you for letting me vent, which wasn't venting, it was honesty, and sometimes honesty hurts feelings. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be truthful. And then let's just see what happens. Until in a couple days when I get all the other videos done, we'll see you then. Until then, Laura, good night, everybody.